Allez, on commence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 29th of December right now, and the year is almost going out, and everybody is putting their plans for 2026. And I hope you are doing the same too, because 2025 was quite interesting. We got some wins, we got some losses, but all the same, glory be to God. And today, I guess, is like probably the last live we are going to have for the year. And we want to say thank you to all of you that have been part of the journey so far. We already talked about our fifth anniversary last video. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. Um, and 2026 is going to be fire. I can feel it in my bones. I'm ready for it. So we are going to like do things differently. We're going to be a bit more active. So for any of you that is new out there, my name is David, and I'm part of the admin crew on the LBC singles. I'm going to let the lovely ladies introduce themselves if they haven't seen, if you don't know them yet.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I prefer to be called Madame Awokoya. Let me be precise. I'm Ne Awokoya, and I'm very proud to be named Awokoya, and I kept my father's name. So that's my maiden name, but it's Madame. Je préfère. So it's been a long time that I've been on this space, and I'm happy to be here. Have an interesting topic, something that's going to be hot. I hope that David is ready for us, because it's going to be hot. It's going to
I'm
be.
ready. I'm ready.
We are ending this year with this topic that will be food for thoughts for young unmarried ones that are planning to get married, and that should kind of be disruptive, rattle your mind, make you think, and then decide on where you want to where you want to be, what you want to do, and what you like for your future home. So I'm also Deborah. Some of my friends and colleagues call me Deborah, but others meet me on the road. They call me Madame. Donc je préfère être appelée Madame. I prefer to be called Madame Awokoya. Let me hand over to our co-host here.
Yeah, okay. I'm Madame too, but you can call me Princess. I'm fine with it. You can call me Madame Princess, Lady Princess. You know what? Okay. That's my name. And I like this topic because I think that this topic is going to um, shake the table. It's a very important topic. And all our TikTok guys, you're welcome. Samuel Boudreau, Turtle Huddle, thank you for joining. Martha Joseph, Baba Yaga, all of you that are joining us on TikTok, you're very welcome. Those on Facebook, you're welcome. Those on YouTube, you're very welcome. I hope that this topic is something that you're going to learn from. And as you can see the topic there, David is going to tell us what the topic is. My name is, you know my name already. I'm your friend. I'm your co-host. You know, I'm just I'm just there. That person that's there, and I'm just here to encourage you. Have fun. Let's talk about this.
All
And
right. So,
comment, please. Comment if you have anything to share about this topic. Go ahead and talk.
so well, guys, get ready because I think this is going to be a little bit turbulent because because the ladies are ready for me and I'm ready for them. So so
Okay.
well, the topic is he pays the bills and he owns me, right? And this is kind of like a topic that never ends. I think it's even amongst married people is something that is being talked about all the time. And both singles and married. A lot of singles these days are also like saying similar things, right? How are we doing on TikTok? Are people following?
Yeah, I can see a couple of people on TikTok. Can you hear me on TikTok? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Give us a like. Jay, thank you for coming. Jax Moa, thank you for coming. Christmas, thank you for coming. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear us? And share our life. Invite more friends. Let's talk about this topic. He pays the bill he owns to me. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's know what you think. This is a very interesting topic that came from a question that was a comment that was made on Facebook, and we felt that it would be great to share. So you're all very welcome. The person said, I would rather keep getting beaten by a man that pays my bills than stay with one that doesn't beat me and does and
And
don't
don't.
pay my bill. What do you think? Would you stay with someone who will pay all your bills and can be violent, can be physically abusive just because they pay your bill, rather than staying with one who is not abusive and does not pay your bill? What are your thoughts about that? Please do well to comment. Let us see. Let me see if I can see any comments. See.
So, very interesting tweet by Tall Chilizi. Um, First, I think this is like two scenarios, right?
Yeah.
The first scenario is I would rather keep getting um, maltreated by a guy that pays my bills.
Mhm.
So I think we should take that first. Let's talk about that first, and then we talk about the other side of it. So, to me, when I read this, first thing I look at is like, why would you say this statement in the first place? Because
Right.
any woman that thinks that,
Mhm.
I think she's looking at relationship as a transaction rather than something that you um you serve or you are in it to build and grow together, right? Because if you think that a man paying your bills is all that is more important to you rather than anything else, how about your mental health? How about your don't you have like personal goals? Don't you have career goals? Like, why would you first of all think about like um a guy paying my bills and then he can do whatever he wants to do with me, right? So for me, first of all, that mentality is like terrible, and it's unfortunate that so many women have that mentality, like subconsciously,
Mm.
including, unfortunately, including even in the church. A lot of people think like that too. I
Yeah.
mean, I can remember a couple of conversations I have with some church folks.
Mhm.
And, I remember vividly somebody telling me that um, all I'm looking for is a soft life, right? In a husband. And I'm like, okay, you're looking for a soft life. That's good. Everybody wants a soft life, not just you. But then, what are you offering? I asked the question, what are you offering? And she was like, what do you mean by that? I'm offering myself. I'm like, come on, man. Seriously, that's all you can come up with, right? So, and I think people like that, they tend to make the wrong choices, and then they will get entangled with somebody that
No, it
um
depends. It depends. It depends. I
depends
think
on
that
what.
you can offer you can offer yourself if she says that she's offering herself. It all depends on what she puts. How does she define offering herself? When you offer yourself, if you offer yourself, you offer it. You are that's the more you that's you are the most important asset in any relationship. If you offer yourself, you are the most important asset. If it's just a physical self offering, it's a different thing entirely. But if it is offering in every ramification, then of course it's a lot to offer yourself. And but mm, yeah, it all depends on the way you analyze it. If you think that your offering of yourself, the guy himself, what is he offering?
Mhm.
What is he offering? Already.
So if you
Is he not offering himself? Is he not meant to also offer himself too in the relationship?
no, by default, if you are referring to the example I gave, by default, the guy is obviously offering her money, right? Because she's saying that I need to get a soft life, right?
Okay.
So by default, she's not even going to any other guy that's not offering her the soft life, they're invisible to her, right? So he is offering soft life, money, comfort,
Mhm.
right? She didn't even bother to talk about like other, obviously I know that she would consider other things, but like that is the priority for her. And but to me, when I gave her the question back, like, what are you offering? And she has nothing to say. Like she's saying, I'm offering myself. What does myself mean? Right? Because at the end of the day, the truth is, the more a guy gets to the top of the top of the pyramid, the more attention he gets from different kinds of women, right? And a guy on that level is not going to just pick any type of person, right? He's going to be selective too. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking that question. What are you offering? If you don't have something special that is going to be selective enough to put you in that category of people that qualify, then obviously you're not going to get that soft life. Because I think the mentality is like for her is like she didn't even think about the criterias or the interests or the desires of that person she's describing.
Mhm.
Right? Those those type of people have is a kind of level of filtering criteria. They are not just like she has a filtering criteria, right? Like she's thinking, oh, any guy that is not making this kind of money, don't even try to talk to me. That's a filtering criteria, right? So
Yes.
so it would be unwise of her not to also think that maybe this kind of person that I want to attract, what does he actually want in a woman? But she's not thinking about that. That's to me,
You don't know.
that's
You
lazy.
don't know. You cannot. You're not in her mind because
You
she's
know why
offering
I said
herself. No, no. She's offering herself,
mm-hmm.
and she thinks that her value is enough for the type of filtering those that she's going to filter, and she's thinking
But
that
that's a
are
problem,
going
don't you
to
see?
be good for her. It's
Don't you see
not
that's a
left.
problem?
It's not left for those guys at those levels to see if she meets their criteria.
Fair
Okay.
enough. But
And
look at
those
it from
all the
this way.
guys at that level of life, they are
Mm-hmm.
not not all of them are looking for more more than more than uh what the ephemeral thing that you yourself the connotation or the definition you're giving to her offering of
Right.
herself.
Right.
Because some guys on that level, of course, you know very much, and every one of us all know that there are so many billionaires. What will make a billionaire go for someone? For example, you are talking about Donald Trump now. What made Donald Trump to go for Melania Trump?
It's
What
very
made what made what made it's what he thinks that she offers, and she was a model. So It's what he thinks she's going to offer to his life and to his. Is she? Can you really say that Melania helped him to build this empire as a billionaire? Can you
No,
see?
I don't think you. I don't think you.
No,
I
no.
don't,
So he's saying that a lady, for example, that wants a man who is like has a lot of that ticks all her boxes. For example, she says she wants a man that is maybe tall, dark, handsome, muscle, eight packs, and then he has money and is handsome, and that's what she wants in the man that she's going to get married to. Okay, but this lady, in his opinion, okay, I don't agree with everything. I don't know. That's in his opinion. When he was having this conversation, he told the lady that does she have all it takes for that kind of man? So because she wants a man that is perfect, 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 100%. Is she 100%? Like, is she what the man wants? Would she be the person that kind of man that she wants is looking for, considering her age and maybe considering maybe her looks? Okay, so but the lady thinks that
people,
yes, she meets up to that standard, while he looking at her feels like
no,
because
no,
of
I'm not even looking. I'm not
like
even.
certain level age
uh,
brackets
I am not
where
even. I am
maybe
not
I'm
even.
looking for a younger lady.
See, that's even the surface level. What I'm even saying is, think of it like a job, an employer versus an employee,
Yeah.
right? What an employer wants from an employee is different from what an employee wants from an employer,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That they have different criteria of selection.
Right.
Employee wants a job that gives me this benefits, gives me this salary, give me this culture, right?
Benefit.
Culture benefits. Employer wants an employee that can do the job in a certain way,
Yeah.
whether the employee can fit into the culture of my company, all of that. So what baffles me is that she is only looking at it from, let's say she's the employer, for example, she's only looking at it from the employer point of view. Oh, I need all these criteria from this employee. But she's not looking at the employee, whether the employee actually wants a job that you have to come to the office just twice a week or thrice a week, right? The thing is, she doesn't even understand the criteria of the employee. So how can she attract the best employee, right? Because, for example, now, if we gave the example of Trump, do you think that Trump uh, or guys like Trump will don't have a set of criteria that they like
In a woman?
in a woman? You think they just pick randomly?
No.
That's a joke if you think that. So if if you know that those billionaires have a list of criteria, is it not smart for you to know those criteria or to at least kind of get close to those criteria? Okay, let me give you the flip side of the equation for men now. If a
Right.
man wants a woman
Okay.
that is top 10% of the woman,
Mhm.
most guys they know what to do. They will look and analyze, okay, the best women in the world, what do they want? What is the common denominators of women in the top 1%? They want enjoyment of life,
Yeah. A man that
which
has
requires what? Money.
money.
So I will know that, for example, me now, I'm not a billionaire. I know that I don't qualify. I'm not I'm not going to be tricking myself. I'm like, oh yeah. Or maybe there will be one 10% of women that will just consider me. It doesn't make sense. It's not it's not logical, right? So because you need to know what you have, first of all,
Mhm.
and then you need to know what you're offering and what that person wants. If there's no match, it has to be a miracle.
Invariably, it becomes Invariably, because when you started, you said it's not transactional. Invariably, it's transactional.
Mm-hmm.
All relationships are transactional.
Yes, because
When we say, when we boil down to the fact that we say, nah, it's not transactional, it's not true. There's no relationship that is not transactional.
give and
There's a
take,
price to every relationship,
right?
and there's a price tag on every individual. It now depends on the male, on the woman, and on the man to know what's your price tag. Do you meet my transaction? Do you fit in? If you fit in, I give yes. The problem now is that some women step down that their price. They step it down to get this thing, these ones that this one that is being called generally now today potentials. I don't like those. I don't like that term because these guys that are potential, I think that they are a time bomb. These potentials, they don't know what
What
they
do you mean
want.
by time bomb?
They are a time bomb in the sense that they don't know what they want. They don't even know where they are going to.
The guys that have potential.
Many of them, they don't know what they want. They don't
Okay,
know where they are
when you
going
say
to.
a guy that is a potential, what do you mean? Can you explain? I mean, someone that is a bachelor that is well made. He has everything he wants.
No,
So what do you mean? What's a
it
potential?
doesn't. Or when they call, when the description of potential is that he does not have all it takes to be a husband. He does not have all it takes to be
Oh, it's a potential husband is not yet a husband. Is that what you mean? Oh,
no. He does not have what the normal, as in even on the normal basis, the normal criteria
What's
that,
the normal criteria?
for example, he does not have a house,
Mm-hmm.
he does not have income,
Mm-hmm.
when you say
or
does
the
he have
income
house,
that
having a rental apartment is a house, right?
yes, even a rental apartment, he does not
Okay.
have a rental apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have income.
Mm-hmm.
He because when we're talking about income, you can be on different parts of the world. If you're on different parts of the world, the income vary. But even according to the standard of his country of residence, it's not a person that a general and average lady like that, normal lady, will just accept. She will think twice before she even says yes.
Okay, so he doesn't have a place. Maybe he's living with his parents.
Yes, he does not have a place. He's living
Has
with his parents or he's squatting with some friends and what have you.
friend, okay.
He has not figured out where he's going to. He does not even know what he's going to do next. He cannot draw out a blueprint of where he's going.
So is that a potential?
Yes, he cannot draw out a blueprint of where.
He's a potential husband?
Yes, he does not. He cannot draw out to you where he's going to. He cannot draw out to you where he's
So
going
So
to.
in other words, he wants to get married.
He
Is that
just
what you
wants
mean?
to get married.
So he wants to get married. He has a job. Yes, does he have a job? He has a job, but not a job that can cater to the needs of two people. Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
So this person has a job, but their job, the salary or the pay is meager. It's not enough to take care of two
It's
mouths.
so meager that even himself, he's not feeding himself comfortably.
Let's say, for example, the person is earning maybe minimum wage by Canadian standard, maybe $13 an hour. Okay? $13 an hour. So the money that he has is not enough to even feed him at the end of the month. It's just managing his life.
Yeah, let us say that, because you cannot, the minimum wage of Canada. If I'm talking about France, if you earn a minimum wage of France, you can live you can live. You can earn your living. You can pay
and feed someone else.
These people that are potential, they don't even earn minimum wage.
Okay,
they
so
don't even earn minimum wage. Imagine someone in a country like this.
They have
someone
a
in a
job, right? For example, they have a casual job. That means they're not going to work every day.
Yes, it's just when they call them that they go to work. Okay. That's number one. Number two, for somebody that is in a place like France, he doesn't have he doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
He does not have a house. He's maybe hopping from one friend's house to another.
Okay.
Or maybe he cannot even afford to really live in to pay his house rent.
Okay.
Then yeah, sometimes he calls Sankens.
So he goes to homeless shelter.
Exactly.
Okay.
He goes to, you know, these places where they give them samples or what have you, these things to help you. Who's David? Are you touching your head? He goes to these places where they help you. They go and get food or those kind of things.
He goes to maybe food bank to get food.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So that this guy is just managing his life. Okay. Don't forget that we're going out of our topic. He pays the bills. He owns me. Okay. So let's just lay the ground rules. Okay.
So but because if we want to stick to this topic, he pays the bill, he owns me. Invariably, he has the means to take care of you. He meets the standard of the person he's with.
So he has
this lady that is talking, that wrote this thing here, that guy that pays her bills, and that she says that she will stay with even if he beats her.
Okay.
He meets her standard.
So that means he's a rich guy.
He may not be rich, but the thing is that he meets her standard. Whether they are rich, they are average, whatever, he meets her standard of living.
I mean, because standard someone who pays the bills is really relative, right? What somebody feels as wealth is different from one person to another.
That's why I'm saying that.
He doesn't need to be rich.
He doesn't need to be rich. He
So
just
pays her bills.
He pays all the bills. She doesn't have to think about electricity bill, light bill, insurance, insurance of the car. If they have a car, because if you have a car, it doesn't mean you're rich, you know. So insurance of the car, insurance of the house, house rent, all the bills that you can imagine. He pays everything. Right. He even buys clothes. He even buys her clothes. He feeds her. She doesn't have a job.
All her bills. Maybe sends her to school as well. Right?
Everything.
Gives her money. All right.
And everything.
So the question is, what is she offering in return?
Okay.
For the guy to take her in the first place, it means that she has something she's offering. And what she's offering in this scenario, if she's not bringing anything to she's not paying any bills at all, is that she's offering her services, her free services.
What's the service?
I've always said it. She's cleaning the house. She's cooking the food. If they have children.
So that means the deal is going to be, he pays the bill. He doesn't do any cleaning the house. He doesn't do any cooking. He lets her handle all those things.
I don't know. Right? She did not talk about that, but as far as I'm concerned, and with our cultural what has permeated and has been accepted as the norm everywhere, even those women that pay the bills and do all those women that pay bills, they do all those kind of things now. They offer free services now, and the guy just do what he likes. Especially in some settings, the guy just does what he likes. As in, he comes to cook if he likes, if he's happy. As in, when you see people write on social media that today I'm the one that cooked, or I washed the plate, and he's happy. He's not even ashamed of himself to write that kind of nonsense on social media. That the woman finished cooking, he washed the plate. She was sleeping, he washed the plate. Can you imagine that? And he say, and people are hailing him. Other men are happy. You are an inspiration to us. Oh, it's rubbish. Inspiration. If this guy, this is a normal thing. If you eat food, you're supposed to wash your plate normally, except if you have machine.
Oh no, but you just said that she doesn't do anything. Right? She's not.
So the lady is not working.
She's not working.
She's not working. Or she's working, but she's keeping her money, and the guy is paying all the bill. He pays the bills, the electricity bills. He feeds her, he gives her pocket money, takes care of all her nails, her hair, her makeup, her dressing, anything. I mean, if she's a Christian lady, he pays for her expenses, like gives her money, clothing, feeding, just gives her money. Like the person that gives her money. Kind of. This definitely is not going to be someone that this thing cannot come from someone that's a Christian and someone that thinks straight. Like violence normally, as in you cannot be with someone that that kind of hits you, right? You cannot be.
How can you say that? You want to tell me that in these places where you call Christian homes, there are no violent men. There are no men that beat their wife, and they just clean their faces and come to church, and they come to sing in the choir, and they come to do ushering work, and the guy comes and he shouts onto pills, praise the Lord, love your limbo as you're saying, and he's actually, the truth is that any slight provocation,
he hits her.
They come to hand.
Yes.
Okay, but it's a shame to come and tell you how many. It's a shame to come up to tell you people did. You went to meet. Imagine now we are on Deeper Life Bible Church Singles. So let us say in the Deeper Life setting. How do you go and tell your pastor that we did? I came to tell you, or I came to see the marriage committee. And I told the marriage committee was the will of God for me to marry this guy.
Yeah.
And then after I got married to him, I discovered that at every slightest provocation we have, it's either he locks me up or he takes away my phone so that I don't talk with people because he's not happy. He feels that, he hits me from time to time, or he calls up my parents and tell them, yeah, I'm going to hit her. You have to, all those kind of things. It's those things are many things. There are many violence in homes, and people are not talking about it. They sweep it under the carpet. They just come to church, sing in choir. And some people, they're hiding you see them, they're hiding on this, as I'm wearing a turtleneck now. If you look under the neck of some sisters, they have wounds, they have bruises on their body because they were hit. Okay? They were hit. And they cannot say anything. And if they come to tell it, if they even one day at a point come to tell the pastors or all those people that they look up to, and they tell them that, you see, endure.
So they
tell them that you endure. The marriage is, pray for him, go into the prayer room. The marriage is, you just have to stay there, it's for life. You cannot separate.
God hates divorce.
Maybe you're not well, or then the guy is going to, if they ask the guy, what's the reason why there is problem in your home? Oh, she doesn't respect me. Oh, she insults me. Oh, she doesn't do this to me. Some even go, they come to a point of violence because they want to sleep with their wives. That I was talking with somebody, a Christian, Christian brother, and I told him that, do you know that you can rape your wife? The guy said, what? You cannot rape your wife? How can you say that? No. Grape issues, grape. I said, how can you say that? I said, yeah, it's possible. And the concept of consent is zero. They don't preach. They don't teach the believers, these people that go to church, these people that call themselves believers, workers and all the rest. They don't teach them to understand the concept of consent. Don't see? Did she say
even
yes?
Even
in marriage, she must say yes. You don't force her. You don't say, my body is your body, your body is my body. It's by force. No, nothing is by force. Nothing is by force. She must give consent. So, this statement, these are things that they are secrets. They don't talk about it in church. And that's the reason why we can have somebody like Osinachi, that ministered in the various places. Such a fantastic voice, and nobody saw that she was under such type of situation. Nobody was able to come out to her rescue with all the things. You want to tell me that those children, they didn't show the signs of all these things that they are seeing down, but nobody's watching, nobody's observing, nobody is watching and looking at those children.
Right.
So
but also I think most of the time is, you see, most people that are going through that problem, they don't want to share it because it makes them feel in a certain way. I've spoken to different women which share their own. It's like almost 90% or 98, even 98% of women I've talked to have, especially the ones that are married, or even the ones that are not even married, they have experienced some form of abuse
Hmm.
in a way. And I ask them all the time, why is it that you never talk about it? They're like, you cannot understand. You cannot understand because
Even
this
do you
kind
know
of
that even among women,
mm, mm,
it is a thing of shame. As in, another woman, for her to even have the courage to tell you that this is what she's
It's
facing,
going to, yeah,
instead of that other woman to
be
say,
empathetic.
to empathize with her, and maybe she has sum up the courage to say, okay, I'm stopping with this.
With me,
I'm going out of this.
yeah.
Instead of that other woman to say, you what? Oh, you have the courage. I really, I congratulate you on the courage.
Yeah.
She will try to tell you that you have not done well. It's because you didn't do so well. You didn't do as much. You are not obedient enough. You are not more submissive. You are disrespectful. Or how can you, as a Christian, or you that is born in a Christian home, or you this, or you that, or you that sang in choir, or you that did this, or you that do that, how can you just go out of your marriage? How can you walk out or separate?
So fellow Christian women,
Fellow
women don't even encourage other women who share their abuse story.
Now, they will even look down on you, talk down on you. Even that you call older women. You know, the Bible says that you should go to older women. Some of the older women, they don't help the younger women. They will only say that's what we saw. It's normal. You have to stay there. You have to tolerate. You have to do this. You have to do that. And as a result of this, this is what is making a young girl to write on social media that I prefer to stay with a man that will pay my bills if he beats me than staying with somebody that cannot pay my bills. And so invariably she prefers violence to this. And she has come to a point where we have also somewhat groomed women to think that they cannot be themselves. They cannot pay their bills. Or if they are even paying their bills, it's either that, oh no, you're going to get to menopause, nobody will love you because you have too much money. It's just kind of things, they will start telling you, blackmailing you. So a woman, she has the means to give herself the type of life she's supposed to give herself. A good car, a good house. She will not because she's afraid. If I get myself in nobody's going to talk to me.
Recently, was it not last year? I think it was last week or so that the lady was writing that we need to come to a point where we stop telling ladies who have made it, who have money, who have income, who can afford a very good car, who can afford to buy a house, who can afford like big things of life, great things of life, comfort, all this comfort. We have to come to a point where we stop telling them that they shouldn't get what they want to get their buy their own house or buy their own car or live as comfortable as possible.
We're saying that you shouldn't do that.
No, ladies, I was reading that.
But who is saying that women shouldn't get what they need?
Men, especially those. Yes.
Nowadays, there's a little shift. Okay, there's a little shift, but there are still places where they tell you that don't buy a very big car, don't live very.
Okay, you know why? Do you know why you disagree?
Of approaching you.
Do you know why you disagree? Do you know why you disagree?
Why?
The circle in which you move.
No, it's not true.
Yes.
Let me tell you why what you're thinking is wrong.
Okay.
I think you are thinking from the female lens, which is not how men look at it. What men are looking at is a woman that can follow my lead. Period. Whether she has money or she don't have money. But generally speaking, a woman, when she has money, she is very hard for her to follow your lead. Because women marry up, right? They don't respect you if they're any more than you.
It's not true. It's not always true. It all depends on. It's not true because look at Alakija. Look at Alakija. Wait, listen. Look at Alakija.
Alakija is. That's just one example.
I'm just talking about majority, not minority.
Generally, you can get women marry up, of course.
Yes, it's normal. It's normal. It's normal. Yeah. Until when you begin to normalize. Until when you normalize in the psyche of men and women that a woman and a man is not, there is no difference between a woman and a man.
There is
That
the,
a woman and a man have the ability to do anything they want to do.
sure,
And they have the
but actions
potential
have consequences.
and they can reach to any level in their lives. And that,
Sure.
that a woman should not be limited or should not think that, because when you come to a point where we stop thinking as marriage as a relationship of the led and the subordinate. If you continue to think of marriage as the led and the subordinate,
It's
then
not the leader and subordinate. It's
It's-
help. The Bible says Adam was created by God, right? And then God saw Adam and thought he needs an helpmate. So Eve didn't come and become his leader. She's helping him in the
it all
plan that
depends.
God has
What do
given
you
him.
think? What do you understand by leadership? It all depends on how you understand leadership. If you look at it very well,
What
when
is
Eve
helpmate
when
then?
Eve came and she was leading Adam in some ways, because when Eve came and Eve went to talk to the serpent, and then my guy came around and she now gave him that, take this and eat. She's leading him.
And a lot of people thought that leadership, that's what brought mankind to this deterioration. If he didn't listen and he followed
all
God
depends.
only,
It
he
all
wouldn't have
depends.
you wouldn't have done that blunder.
No, it all depends.
It doesn't
If
depend.
she was not,
We are talking about facts. We are not talking about scenarios that doesn't exist.
All right.
Fact is, if he didn't listen to her, he would have listened to God and followed the will of God.
And so only
That's the
Eve would have
fact.
been sent out of the garden, right?
That is the fact. And Satan will be sent out of the garden.
Satan and Eve would have been sent out of the garden.
Correct.
but the problem is that's to tell you that this issue of this thing of leadership, this thing that you call leadership,
Mhm.
it is relative. It's not gender based. That's what it means.
It is
Okay?
gender based.
It is not gender based. It is not gender based. It is not gender based.
The format of the leader, for example, when God created Adam, right? The idea is for him to tend and take care of the garden. And then Eve was supposed to help him to fulfill that purpose which God has given him to do. It doesn't mean that if Eve says something, he will shut her down. No, that's why he listened to her. But the mistake he made is actually following on that instruction that
No, the
negates
problem
what
is that
the Heavenly Father gave him.
Adam himself, is a stubborn guy. Because
How?
yes,
How
he's
is Adam
stubborn
stubborn?
because when God told him that thing that God told him, he
Mhm.
said he was going to go and he was taking care of the this thing. How did he tell that woman that, see that tree? I don't want you to come near it. Never you ever come near it, because when you have not come, you have not arrived. God told me that this tree, you must not come near it. Now,
Thank you very
when
much.
he
Now
came, wait,
you just confirm my point.
wait, finish. He got an information. He got an information from the source. He didn't pass across the information. You see that? You see how foolish Adam is. Adam
But
is.
do you think that he didn't pass the information across?
He didn't
No,
pass the
wait, now let her finish. Let me
information.
explain it to her.
He did not pass the information, because if he passed the information, how can Eve start to talk with Satan? How can Eve sit down and start to talk to Satan in the
He
first place?
was tempted.
No. Which temptation? No. Eve will not even talk to Satan in the first place. No. She will not even. Why did Satan come to talk to Adam? Because Satan knew that, okay, the guy is okay. You see, another thing again. God put you in the garden. You got the garden. You got to the garden. You see this thing that men always do. They always do it a lot. He wanted to go and walk, and she should be cooking for him. So when she was cooking, yes, now. So when she was
let's read it
cooking,
now. Let's read the passage.
Wait, finish. When she was cooking and in the house, you know that in everything whatsoever, God always is either God that comes to talk to the woman or Satan. Once you leave when the woman is doing other things that she's not with you. If Adam and Eve, they were together, when she was when he was tilling the ground, She was in the place where they were listening to chill with him too. There will not be any time for deception or whatever. There will not be that. But since Adam will say, okay, stay in the house, I'm coming. And that's a normal thing. So instead of him to help her, show her how to till the ground, show her what to do. Okay, this is how we do. When we come back together, we bring all the food produce together and start to cook together. Adam wanted to do big man. So Adam went.
They were just eating all the fruits.
Adam went to do, he left her alone. He left her. Many men are always doing
it.
He always guilty.
Up till now, I'm still wondering where he went actually. Maybe I was talking to the lion.
Imagine that. Imagine. And then the woman even came. Imagine the mumu guy. The woman told him that. No. You see that he's done wise. Many guys are like that. They know they think. That's the reason why a guy will go and sleep with his housemate. And then when you ask him, why? Oh, my wife is not there. Oh, this story. They are not wise. They are not wise. That's the problem. A woman tells you that you saw she was talking with devil. This is not God. Devil, Satan, serpent. She came to tell you, take this thing. You didn't tell her that. God said that we should not take it. No, I cannot take it. Wait, don't worry. You know what? Wait, let us see God. Let me go and talk to God. God, and he had this very good relationship with God. God, you see this woman that you say, oh, you show me that is that you say is woman. Yes, okay. I say it's woman. Good. You say it's good for me. That it's not good for me to be alone. I'll make you help me. You make me somebody. I'm sorry. I couldn't even communicate the information to her. She has already eaten the thing. God, what are we going to do? Can we get solution to this thing? She has eaten this thing. What can we do about it? La preuve que she even had the thing. Who was the person that God used to still save humanity? It's not the woman. So let us not even go there. Let's not go there. The woman even, she's the one that still brought, it's through the woman that redemption came.
Yeah, so because she's the one that caused the problem, maybe.
No, we don't know that. We don't know. The Bible says that God did not want to defile him. He did not want to, when he was reincarnating, he couldn't reincarnate into a man's body. He decided to come into the woman's body. Okay. So we cannot say that. Because he refused to, the seed of man, he refused to take the seed of man. He only entered the woman and they
used it from the scriptures.
What? Are you kidding me? We need to get a pastor that is going to give us. Oh Lord, how much?
So look, it says, when the woman saw that the fruit of the trees was good for food and pleasing to the eye and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were open and they realized they were naked, and so they sewed fig and leaves together and made covering.
Did you see that he didn't force her? Did you see she didn't force him? She only gave him.
He was beside her, actually. Was it beside her?
So if we analyze this,
she only gave him.
Okay.
She took, she ate, she's so caring. She took, she ate, she gave him.
It's scary.
She did not enforce anything on him. He's the guy that is the mumu in the matter.
Is the mumu, eh?
He's the biggest mumu that you can imagine.
Wow.
And this thing, we're always seeing every day, every time. Many women are falling into traps in their marriages because they will tell the guy, no man, don't do this thing. They have sensed it from afar. They have seen it. They will say, hey.
No, but you are not aligning with what you're saying now. You said that Adam shouldn't have listened to the woman, right? Correct?
Yes.
So that is why, you see, there are some times where the man has to stand his grounds because he knows the blueprint from God already, right?
That is when he knows the blueprint, but many a times he does not even.
We're assuming now, if you're a child of God, you are speaking to Baba God. God has given that title as Adam.
Okay, he knows the blueprint.
He gave you a script. He said, what you need to do is you need to tend to this garden.
Okay.
Right, and that doesn't include maltreating Eve. It means taking care of her, taking care of her emotional needs, her physical needs. And that's why, but the problem is, instead of him to also stick to the script which God told him. Don't go to this tree. But he just looked into Eve's eyes and be like, oh, she's so lovely. And then he fell for her persuasion or
No, she didn't persuade him.
whatever
They
it
only
is.
presented him as she used to give him other food. She only gave him food. See too. And he collected. She did not
But
persuade him.
then the thing is, he shouldn't have.
He knows better, so il est responsable. You see, the fall of man is the responsibility. The fall of man is not the responsibility of the woman, it's the responsibility of the man.
It's both of them. In my opinion, it's both of them.
No. It is the man that failed because it's the man that had the information from God. The woman didn't have the information. Are you joking?
But we don't know if he told her or not.
How are you sure? Let us even put it in the other scenario. Don't you think that if God had talked to the woman and told the woman that, woman, this tree, don't touch it. I think that when the devil came to start to talk to the woman, she would say, no. She even discussed with the devil even. By the way, she discussed with the devil.
But she told the devil that God said we shouldn't eat it.
Uh-huh.
And then the devil told her that, oh no, why will he say we shouldn't eat it? Is he say you shouldn't eat it so that you won't be able to know good and evil? He knows that you will be like him. That was why he said you shouldn't touch it. And then the woman now, she wants to be like, she wants to taste.
You see, that means invariably she knew the rules.
So she actually knew the rule. Obviously, she knew because
excuse her.
He was discussing and telling the Satan that no, God said we shouldn't eat this fruit, right? And then Satan now said no, this happened. He didn't say Satan, they said this happened. The serpent said no. Why don't you try it? You know, if you want to make these movies, why don't you try it? It's an apple. Look at it and everything. And then she got tempted. And so she felt, you know what, let's taste it. Let's feel like, can we be like God? Can we really know some things that God knows that we don't know? And then she tried it.
You see how curious women are. Very, very curious beings.
It now?
Oh, la.
Yeah, you know it. You're not doing it like that.
So essentially, you see, all of them knew the rules.
Yes. Satan,
they both fell to the temptation. But the funny thing is that before Eve was there, serpent was there. Right?
Yes.
Serpent must have tried. But he knew
that. Yeah, extrapolating the Bible.
That was nowhere written in the Bible.
Serpent must have tried.
Yeah, extrapolating.
But he just knew that. The serpent is very smart. He just knew that this guy, if I go to him now, he'll not listen to me because he's closer to God. But now help meet has come. Right?
And help meet is not closer to God.
And he knows that, man, if I come through this means, I will get him, definitely. Right? And it worked. The formula worked.
Yes.
I'm just stretching it. Well, we are assuming that because the story didn't say that he fell before she was there. So if I want to infer that it's because of her he fell, I can infer it because the facts presents that
she was the one
she was there. And she was the one making that interaction with the serpent, not him. He only conversed with her. He didn't converse with the serpent.
Okay.
You see that? So that's why
he conversed with his wife. He didn't
converse with his wife. He didn't converse with the serpent.
So what does that mean? Women always go and talk to a third party?
So that means it looks like it's better if the woman doesn't include a third party
in
their union, because God has already said you should be helpmates to this Adam. But what did she do? Adam is not good enough. Serpent is yapping here. She's like, wait, hold on a minute. What's serpent talking about? I want to know. Why do you need to know what the serpent is talking about? Why don't you focus? I'm stretching it, but yes, if we are to apply that to our day-to-day now in marriages now, right?
Yeah.
It is much more preferable if you submit to Adam that is listening to God, or not another one that is
It depends.
doing
It
anyhow.
depends. I'm not me. I'm not against. I'm not. It all depends. It's when you. It's the concept of submission. I don't know because sometimes when we talk about submission, it's very, especially from in the minds of in the minds of the African man, especially with the adulteration that has taken place, the colonization and all of that, that's had a
No,
terrible influence on the African man, such that the colonization, slavery, and all of that, it has had a terrible influence on the African man that submission for him, because of this concept of le- slave leader.
I don't think it has anything to do with colonization, because before colonization existed,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
The African man was especially in many culture, was in the leadership role. It's
Even the
when
African woman,
huh?
before colonization and before slavery, the African, before history way back before slavery and
Hmm.
before colonization, the African woman had a better place in society than the African woman is having today. So
Yes, because
the African
then
woman
they were
has been
following.
enslaving. The body
No,
of
no,
the African woman has been in the body of the African woman has been of it, the African woman has been bastardized. Okay, after slavery, after colonization, the African woman, her place is, so now her wanting to embrace, to say no, give me my space. I need a space. Give me my space. Give me my tool. The African man feels threatened because okay, he in one way or the other lost some place, he was enslaving and all of that. So, but
I don't
in
think
all,
so. I don't agree, because this is, it's not just an African thing. It's cutting across all culture.
no, but
Women and men right now, they are not working properly because of how things have degenerated. If people followed what the Bible recommends, right, it will align everything, because a true Christian man will not treat his wife in a bad way, according to the scripture, right?
Right.
Because the Bible says um you have to love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Right.
And if Christ was able to die for the church, that's how a man is supposed to be able to devote himself, his life, to his family, his wife.
Mhm.
But now, I mean, a lot of men are not doing that, right? They are not loving their wife the way Christ did, right? They're not in any culture. It's not just an you see, this abuse I was talking about, most of the people I talk to, they're not even Nigerians or Africans. A lot of them, you talk about people from the East, you talk about people from the Middle East, talk about even Caucasian. Funny enough, it's even worse with Caucasians. So, it's not an African thing, it's a common thing across the world. But then the truth is, if people are actually Christian, let's just boil it down to Christians. Christians that submit to God, like a true Christian, not a fake one that is just professing with his mouth and it's not no fruit of it. I don't think that person will actually maltreat their wife.
Mhm.
And a true wife that is following the scriptures will actually be a helpmeet, not because the society now is saying that women should be independent. That's a feminist propaganda, and it's not helping the family structure. Because what's the alternative? So you want to be independent, then what? You want the man to submit under you? How is that going to work? You yourself will not be happy, because you will say he's a weak man.
um Submission is submitting one to another.
Yes, now, but when you say there is no role,
If you keep isolating Ephesians chapter 5 and you only take chapter 22 every time, and that's what you use as the basis of Christian family, then there will be imbalance in a Christian home. That Bible verse, it does not start from verse 20. That chapter of the Bible does not start from chapter verse 22. I don't know why it has been engrafted in the minds of Christians that want to talk about marriage. It's been engrafted to always talk about marriage from the side that it is submitting one to another first. That's the first 21. Ephesians
but how does it
5:21
play
says,
out in reality?
submitting one to another. Then it now comes down and says that wife, submit to your husband, and the husband love his wife. And when he talks about submitting one to another, that's where you see the mutuality. That's where you see partnership.
But somebody has to lead. Not it can't be both that is leading. It is not possible.
It depends on what are you talking about? What do you mean by leading? What do you mean by leading? If you are discussing, if we are to submit one to another, and we're discussing about a thing we want to do or want to actualize in the family, and the woman brings her reasons, you bring your reasons. If you are normal people, you're normal human beings that you don't have problem, as in mental problems. Because many people, they are in marriages, they have mental problems. They need to go and see psychologists. So if you don't have a mental problem, the woman tells you the point, you also tell your point. You should be able to choose the superior, the best option. It's not that it must always come from you. I don't know.
Okay,
Couple, are there not couple that you're married? You're married, but for example, imagine you are a man, or you are a man. You come into you are, for example, you are a man. You are coming from another setting, another continent entirely, and you come into the another system. You don't know how the system goes, and the one is telling you this is how the system goes. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. But you think that because she's the one bringing it up, that it means that if I'm always taking her own point of view, it invariably means that she's the one that is leading the home. It's not
That's
true.
foolish. That's foolish now.
So
That's foolish now.
you have to understand the terrain, then you can be able to bring concept. So is who is the person that has the superior concept. And when you're talking about leadership, you of course, a woman, when she's in every relationship, there's always a leader.
Thank you.
In all relationships, there is always, even when you are two friends, two boys, two girls, there is always one that is the leading person.
Yeah.
And there is one that is, but for one to follow, he sees something that makes you, there is something that one that is the leader is bringing to, that is making that one to follow him. So you don't follow, you cannot, because you are now in a marriage relationship, you now expect that a woman will foolishly do everything that you say just because you are a man. No, it cannot work like that. And that's where many times a lot of marriages, a lot of people, the things that they would have achieved in 2 years, they did not achieve it until 10 years time, because the guy is reticent in following the superior.
I think this is what I think. I kind of agree with your argument. It's just that in our society right now, the problem is most of us, man and woman, we don't tend to understand the necessity or the desires of our partner. Like What a man wants is different from what a woman wants. It's not the same. Let's say we're arguing about this bottle, right? Just because you are telling me that this bottle is which color is this? Let's say green. Even though you're right that the bottle is green, I can decide to say it's red because of the way you present it. And vice versa goes to the woman. You Because this thing is green, you're telling her this is green. She can decide to say it's red because of how I'm saying it,
Right.
right? So generally speaking, men, the most important thing for them is respect because their ego is high. Women, the most important thing for them is love. You must show that you care about them. They are not too ego is not at the top. So if men and women are thinking differently, they want different things,
Right.
it becomes very, very easy to communicate better. But the problem with the feminist
I don't accept that everybody
thinking
is
now,
egocentric. Every human being is egocentric. There's nothing. All these concepts for me, there is some bias. They're not. They're not. It's wrong. It's not correct. You cannot say that a woman, what a woman loves is just that she needs to be loved. What's love to you if you cannot respect me? If I can tell you something and you cannot respect what I'm saying, or you think that women they're not seeking for, you see, there was a time on social media they were just shouting everywhere. Men are looking for peace, women are looking for peace. Okay, are you seeing what's happening now? Women also look for peace. Okay, it's just the same thing, like respect. We are all egocentric beings. We also want to be respected. So it all depends on, okay, for example, you say that you want to.
I don't
If
think you are seeing the difference I'm talking about. See, if for example now, for the married people, hmm, if you want to have intimacy with your wife, you need to prepare ahead of time. You need to do a lot of mini before you can get to Jerusalem. But the woman, if she wants to have intimacy with her husband, she doesn't need to do nothing. Just present herself. He is ready because that's the mentality of man. It's men and women are different. You can't use the same method, the same yardstick that goes for a woman for a man. It doesn't work. It will not work because the way a woman will interpret a man that just come like that and just want to have intimacy with his wife, you start thinking, is it thinking I'm an object? But if you flip the script the opposite way, the man will think, wow, my wife is spontaneous.
Oh,
Is- you see the difference? It's not the same. And that's what most women don't even think about. They just think that, oh, we are not the same. The way we process things is very, very different. Very different.
okay.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, men and women are wired differently, right? The
Mm,
way a man is wired is different from the way a woman is wired. That one is it's like given. It's true.
yes.
Nobody's disputing that.
So ego, when we talk about ego presents itself differently too between men and women.
okay, if you say so, of course we can always agree. If you
Yeah.
say that ego, what is ego? If you say ego presents itself differently between men and women, of course, even between two women, ego, my egocentric level and the egocentric level of my sister is not the same. That of it's different. It's different. We are all different. There's no one that is the same. No
Right.
one is the same. No one is the same. The thing is that when we deal with individuals, when we are in a marriage relationship, there is a place of respect. We must both respect each other. It's
Mm,
very important. We must
Right.
respect the other person, the input of the other person. Whatever you want that person to do for you, you do the same thing to that person.
mhm.
Right.
So If you want the person to be appreciative of you, you must appreciate that person.
Right.
Everything we are all mirrors.
Mm.
If you mirror what you mirror to that other person, the person will mirror back to you.
Yeah.
So if you mirror, listen, what only gets women fed up is that they try to mirror something, they try to talk about something over and over, and the person is not getting it. They act it out. They act out. They talk first, you're not getting it. They act out, you're not getting it. They use different methods. Women always, before a woman we snap out of your relationship, she must have used all the methods that she thinks she can communicate to you. So it's either she goes through talking, what you guys begin to call nagging. When she leaves that place, she says she stops talking. And she goes into the silent mode. She start to give you the silent mode. You say, oh no, she doesn't talk to me again. When she just she locks me up, no. Give yourself reason. You look for excuses. No. But she's trying to get your attention. Okay. She doesn't talk to you. You don't do anything. You don't change. You don't try to see men, or you even become happy. Because she was talking she was talking a lot, and you felt she was disturbing. You started stepping out of the house. Okay, then she now stopped talking. Then you become happy, and she does other things. You don't change. Then she just decides, okay, that she now start to strategize. Okay, and the worst is that once a woman becomes quiet, she's strategizing already. Immediately, she has gone to strategic mode. She's strategizing already. She will just when and it becomes deadly because when she becomes quiet, she strategizes, and when she just brings it to you are in other levels. You just think everything is fine now. We left the house today. There was no problem. There was no any problem at all. I just came back and she wrote a note that she has gone with the children. All these kind of things. And then she is shocked.
Right.
So it's communication. We must, even those that say that they are very quiet or whatever. Quiet people still talk. They talk.
Yeah.
Quiet people talk, but you must understand their language.
Right.
Whether it's the man that is quiet or it's the woman that is quiet,
Right.
understand their language. If you
So,
understand their language, they will talk. They will tell you what they want.
but you see, the thing is to me, I still feel like um men, if the earlier everybody understand that they are different. Men receive instructions differently, women receive instructions differently. The easier communication becomes, because the way you are talking to the man, it's not the way he's going to talk to you that you respond to the best of your ability. If, for example, now, if um, your husband wants to ask you like a very difficult task, and then he comes and then he gives you a gift, or he does
It
act of
depends. Let me tell
service.
you, there is a point you will be in a relationship with a
Mm,
man that has not been listening to you.
mm,
When he comes to you and start to talk to you, nice, oh, what a wonderful wife you are, or he start to do, immediately your brain immediately start to tell you that he's manipulating me.
Right.
Or if you start to say, oh, thank you for all that you have been doing, and normally it does not thank you,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden he just said, oh, thank you for what you have been doing, or he does not write you. He never writes you nicely.
Right.
All of a sudden he just writes you. He writes you nicely. You know that is something.
So
And
for me,
something. You
for
start
me,
being
this,
suspicious.
for me, this is why I say you need to
Women are not toys.
know. See, you see, my main problem with people is that they marry strangers. They don't they don't get to know the person, the way the person talks, the way the person is before they get to marry that person. And that's a big mistake that is plaguing a lot of people, right? How can you jump from knowing this person to marrying this person, and then you never did anything nice to that person, and then all of a sudden you are doing some. It's manipulation. You don't want to marry a manipulator in the first place.
No, but when you are in a when you are a setting, for example, you are in a setting, you come from a setting like Deeper Life,
It
where
doesn't
they
matter.
have told them that don't
Doesn't
give gifts to women.
It doesn't matter.
Wait.
Well,
When
some
you
men
come
are
from a
like
setting where you are from Deeper Life, they have told you that
There
yeah,
are
if
ways.
you give
There are
gifts,
ways to show kindness.
wait, if you give gifts
There are
that
ways. You have to be
you're
creative.
going
There
to
are ways
buy
to
the
show
heart of the
kindness.
lady. You'll say you're going to buy the heart of the lady if you give her gifts.
You don't need to give her any gifts.
So what ways? Okay, let's say now talk to those people where that come from churches or denominations where they tell them that they shouldn't give gifts to ladies. So what
So,
way?
for example, if I am going to marry a woman from that setting, and I know very well that they say no gift and all those things, first of all, I need to make sure that she matches my criteria. Once everything is good,
Yes.
right?
Then
Then now the courtship process allows you to do things, right? Right?
like what? Depends on what you mean by things.
So I mean, you're allowed to talk with one another, right?
yes, you can talk, yes.
Yeah, you can talk to each
You're
other.
allowed. You're allowed to um, meet with the supervision of whatever, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I come, let's say we are meeting in this leader's
The
place,
family's house.
family's house,
Yes.
right? And then I come with the lunch box, right? And then I give it to the family, I give it to everybody, including the lady. Indirectly, we are still achieving the same goal.
Yes, that's very smart. But the truth is that there are so many guys that will not think like that.
I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
I
There are so
mean,
many guys, they will
Many
not
times don't think
contourner.
like that.
They will not, this is what you call contournement. Okay? Tu as contourné les
Just going
règles.
around.
You are
Okay.
going around. Okay?
I'm not going
Tu as
around.
contourné les règles pour you achieve. And then for the woman that is very observant, you will know that, yes, this guy,
He's trying
he
to
wants to give,
give you something,
this guy is going to
making an effort.
be a giver.
Yes. Right.
This guy will give.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, for example, let me give you an instance. You know that in my undergraduate days, that's why I know my nature. I'm funny. In my undergraduate days, you know that when I come back from holidays, I'll have packages for people in my hall.
Yeah.
Even whether it's brothers or sisters, I'll think about giving you something. And some of the brothers, they thought that because I gave them things, because they thought that I was interested in them.
Oh,
They didn't know that it's my nature.
being kind.
Now, as a married person, imagine me, I meet a guy. I'm married. My husband is there. I meet a guy at the bus stop. I notice, I just feel that this guy is Yoruba. And I just come close to him and I try to talk to him. And in the long run, I get to know that this guy is a married guy and his wife is in Nigeria and he's here. Imagine what I start to think about. How can I help this man to be a faithful man to his wife in Nigeria? Can you imagine my thinking set? I bring him to my house. I start to give him food. As in, I start to cook for him so that he can knock on my door anytime to say, what you have, dear, can you come and cook? Just because at the back of my mind, I don't want him to be tempted, since it's a setting where they taught men not to learn to cook by themselves, and they think that. So I don't want him to be tempted to say a woman should come and be cooking in his house, and before that, he now starts to look for this. I go out of my way to even give him my car keys, and he just the way I help the men, that's the way I help the women. It's just in nature.
Right.
Okay? And then sometimes all these people, when they even come, I remember those times. When they come, you know that I will not see any danger in my helping them. But my husband like see, he will see dangers. He will see, why did you give this? Why are you ready to do this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, why? What do you think? You know? So I don't see that type of danger. I don't see a danger in helping.
Hmm.
I don't see a danger in coming to your rescue or giving
So
you
that's
food.
an issue. There's no problem in helping.
No, no
There's no
problem.
ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. The last person.
And
So
That's
so in our that's where you like, okay, like even me, even even with you that are my siblings, you see that I'll go and I'll be thinking, oh, what am I going to? I'll observe, what am I going to buy for this person? What will I buy for this person? You see
but also
the nature.
another thing.
So, but
Another,
if the person is only wanting to, in a relationship, you are not ready to give, if you are not ready to share, and you hide under the cloak of
my church says
my church says
if I'm not married to you, I
I
can't give
cannot
you.
give you.
I mean, see, the truth of the matter is like some people they are fine with those kind of unions, right? Where everything is vanilla. But for me, like I always say, me, I'm not going to be the regular. I need to know who I'm going to get married to. I'm not taking the regular route, right? I'll go out of my way to know who I'm marrying.
You're not taking the
Somebody,
regular route.
no,
I don't
because
want
like
surprises.
somebody that is just there for some funny reasons. I need to know, right? And when they say don't give gifts, you can give time, you can give your effort. A wise woman will know
Yeah.
that okay, maybe she needs this application to be done. You're doing it for her. Maybe she needs CV done. You're doing it for her. Is that not help? Is that not
But you
offering
know that
something?
there are some people that it's easier for them to do that than to drop their euros.
It's fine.
But
Everybody,
it's not possible. It's not possible for your marriage to work without you wanting to drop your euros. It's not possible.
Well, after you get married, I mean, if you're willing to give your time and your energy
No.
to
see,
to to helping someone better them, and you really love that person, and you really want that person to move forward, and you're not marrying them for any ulterior motive, like I want to use this person to travel abroad, or I just want to use this person and achieve some of my goals and don't. If you really love that person and you want to marry them, and there are rules and regulations in your church or in your community where you cannot give anything to that person that you want to get married to until after you get married, then you give of your time. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, you gave of your time. You help this person. You help them with resume."
exactly.
Let's say, for example, that person you're getting married to is trying to go for a master's, and they're struggling with getting information, and you know how to do the applications. You take your time. Time is money, after all, right?
Yeah.
Time is money. Because the reason why this lady that we're talking about today, he pays the bills, he owns me, can say this is because women think that the only way that a man would show that they love them is because they give them money, they pay their bills physically. But
And
it's
let me
not
just
always
progress.
true, and that's why many ladies fall into
Let
that
me
trap.
just say this before you continue. That listen, I've dated different ladies. I'm going to own up to it. The truth is, right? A woman that I didn't give nothing to are the ones that showed me real love.
Mm,
I was able to actually feel their love, and I reciprocated it the same way. But the ones that I start with, oh, I have money to do this, I have money for that, it ends up to be fake. You don't really know the person you're dealing with when you start off with money. All right. So
yeah.
for me, I will strongly discourage any guy that has money to show it off because you are just attracting, especially in this age and time where everybody's trying to grab from you, you're attracting the wrong person.
Right.
You should. In fact, you should act like a pauper. Let who is going to be. A wise woman will see your potential. A woman that is not wise will not see your potential because all she's seeing is something else, right? And for me, I don't want, if you want to have a long lasting relationship, because at the end of the day, life is ups and down, life is ups and down.
Yeah.
It's not always all the time that you're going to be flamboyant. There are
Yeah.
times where you will dip.
Yes.
She will be the one to kind of help you, right? If you don't have somebody that has your back, that is really truly a helpmate,
Yeah.
you living with money and gift and all those things is to me is just a complete disaster. So when this lady in that comment, let me put it up again, it's to me it's cringy for her to say I rather be with a guy that has a lot of money and suffer some consequences.
Mm-hmm.
To me it's like something is broken in her brain,
Yeah.
like how can you even think about hurting yourself in exchange for money?
Right.
Huh?
Does money heal, take away the pain? Does it numb the pain? I don't get it.
It doesn't. There are so many people that are so rich and still feel so miserable.
Miserable with all the wealth and all the money.
So a lot of them, see, is it not Pella that we we saw recently trending that with all the money he's making and he still drive his new car to go and hit it. So money is a good um instrument to make marriage sweeter, but it is not the main thing that makes it actually enjoyable.
And it's not
So
the criteria for you to look away from red flags.
at all.
I
Because
don't me. You know one thing about me, that's the difference, and that's why I love this topic.
Mm,
This is my own point of view. I believe that I can make my own money. Okay.
mhm,
If I really like a man, when I love a man, and I think that that man has potential and is someone that I can look up to and I can respect that thinks. Me, I prefer a man that thinks actually. For me, what is in your head is more important than what you're holding.
mhm,
Because you can have a lot of money and be so, I don't want to say stupid, so foolish, so like when you talk, I'm ashamed of you. That is
mm,
the height of it for me. I should be able to work with a man that when he opens his mouth to talk, he spews wisdom out. He's
mm,
responsible enough. Like I don't have to bend my head in shame when you open your mouth to talk, or when you behave, or when you comport yourself.
mhm,
So for me, I don't care about all the money that you have. Okay, once you are ready to be responsible, once you are ready to think, once you are ready to, do some of your responsibility in the family. Okay, if you are willing to do that, I'm ready to work. The only thing that I cannot take from a man is for a man to lift his finger and hurt me. That's
mhm.
the only thing that me I cannot take from any man. I don't care how much millions you have. I
Yep,
don't not the care. To hell with you and your money.
yep.
I cannot take a man lay their hand on me. I don't care how much you earn. And that's why whenever I see anything where they're talking about DV, it hurts me to my bone marrow. Like I get upset.
Mhm,
Like why are you staying in this kind of situation where they're hurting you? For what? For money? Because
mm,
just imagine the guy has all the money. Even if he doesn't physically abuse you, when
hmm.
the guy even emotionally abuses you,
Yep.
talks to you anyhow he likes, demeans you, talks you down, humiliates you in the public, talks anyhow they want to you, you feel useless, you feel miserable, you feel small, you feel like the ground should open and you get in there. At that point in time, they'll come and give you money. Is money going to take away that feeling from you? That feeling of inadequacy, how he has placed you, how he has thrown you and trashed you and treated you like you don't matter, like dehumanize you.
Mhm,
Why do you think that women that the men have a lot of money, they stay in that relationship for a while, but at a point in time they're like, you know what?
they give up.
Damn all this money, I'm out.
Yep.
I would rather go and just go and stay in my quiet with the
Peace.
little that I have and have peace of mind. I don't care about your money. And why is it that women come to a point where they forget that this man that you're following? Look, if you put your mind to it, there's nothing you
You
cannot do.
can make your own money too.
You can make your own money. You can make your own money. You just need to think. Ladies are not ready to think. That's the problem. And that's where ladies are the same that they feel that they are inferior. You feel that you are inferior to a man. That a man can make this much money, and you need him to pay your bills. Like what? I always keep giving this example. When we go to school, those boys, those guys in our class, they are men of tomorrow. When those men grow tomorrow, some girls will now come and say, hey, but you guys went to school together. You had the same teachers.
Same time.
You had the same exams. You had the same exposure to knowledge. You did all those things. Then you now start feeling inferior. That is the man that can get big deals. That is the man that can a man can.
Do you know that if we're not very careful, we would think that in this case, this woman said that she prefers to stay with a man that can pay her bill and beats her up. There are some women that are also staying. You know that there are women that are staying with men that cannot pay their bills and still beat them up.
Yes.
And those are the women that we need to rescue.
So it's not.
We both need to rescue the one that they are paying her bills and they are hitting her, and the one that they're not paying her bills and they are hitting her, because it's a level of mental degradation to stay down and let another person. Like why would you stay there and somebody's hitting you? You feel the pain. Then you think, oh, because of that Lamborghini. Let me just hide my pain so that I can still ride in the Lamborghini, and those other women are going to be envious of me. Most times people stay in those relationships because of what people are going to say.
Now, even those women that
what
are
people going to say?
Even the women that are the ones paying the bills and that are being beaten. Okay, many of them, especially in the social media era, they're the ones that plan everything, that plan all that you see on the social media.
The one that
they pay everything. They plan everything. They pay the outings. They pay all those things. But those guys are not still satisfied. They're still beating them. Okay?
Well,
but they're ashamed because
that's why we need to tell them loud and clear.
They're ashamed,
and that's why I tell people, like, seriously, you don't need to. I don't envy anyone on social media. I don't envy anyone. Not even those what do you call them? Those popular people. What do you call them?
Celebrity.
All those celebrities.
Yeah.
I always tell people on social media will always show you the best part of their lives. You have not seen the dark place. You have not seen what is hurting them. And I'm not saying that all marriages that are happy and smiling on social media.
It's not true.
No, it's not true.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't ever envy anybody and say, oh, I want to be like her. When a celebrity, I want to be like her. You don't know what they have. Hustle for your own. Make your own life good. Make your own fortune. Live your life. Forget about what people are saying. And if you're in a relationship where the guy is actually hurting you, the guy is not nice to you, or even the woman, vice versa, maybe you're in a relationship, the man is maltreating you and you're ashamed. You want to stay in the luxury. You are just doing yourself harm, because one day, at the end of the day, maybe the guy will get tired of you, and then he will look for somebody else that he respects or that he cherishes.
I think the women that are with the women that are these other one that, for example, a woman that is the guy that cannot pay her bills and that is hitting her, she loses doubly. She loses doubly, because if she's to go, she loses everything, she's more of a loser.
No, wait. Those ones that are in a relationship that they are hitting them and the guy has money, you think that they're in the game? You think the guy gives them money when they're going, hey, I give it, like, you know how Pharaoh gave some of his goods to the Israelites with the help of God. With the help of God, God had to turn the heart of Pharaoh such that Pharaoh gave, and all the Egyptians gave their gold and silver and everything to the Egyptians for them to go. You think that when you know that story, the captives of the mighty? Is there anybody that wants to let go of his captive? Most times, those girls that they are maltreating, they're doing all the things that the lady that guy is seeing. Most times, those men, they are cheating those ladies. They have another relationship somewhere. There's another girl that he's not maltreating. There's another girl that is working on. He's taking her like an egg, and the girl, she might not even be as pretty as the girl that is taking the trash from him at home. But because that one refused to take the nonsense that this one at home is taking. He's like, what? So there's a girl that will refuse to take that won't even look at my wealth, that won't even mind what I have, that I can throw money at, and she'll be like, hey, get out with your money, man. Just get out. She won't even chase after my money. Really? Oh, so then I guess like then you start chasing her. And this one will be at home. Oh, look at me as fine as I am. Am I not better than her? What did you see in her? What did you not see? It's because you forgot self-esteem. You saw self-esteem. Self-respect. That's what that guy saw. And most times, this guy will be chasing after those girls that are not better than you. But just because that one refused to let him treat her anyhow, he will reduce himself like a small child and be chasing after that one. And this one will stay in the house. So when this lady is even ready to go, you say, go, go, go. Go, so I can bring the other one in. And he will bring that one to come in. If those girls are not even smart and they don't plan and save money on their own, and they were living every day to day, just enjoying their life, living large, riding all the cars of the man that are in his name, they go out empty-handed. They will still go out empty-handed. So there is no profit whether the guy has money or not. There is no any double gain or loss. Think of yourself first. I don't care what the guy has. Any guy that does not treat you well, that is hitting you, forget about his money. His money also is hitting you. Stop enjoying the money of somebody that is hitting you. Move on with your own life. Make a life for yourself. Start building. The point is that if you're in that kind of marriage, or you're in that kind of home where the guy is hitting you black and blue, it's time to plan your life. Just be planning. Building is secret.
And also for
Is it your education you want to build? Do something for yourself. Yeah, go. Sorry.
and I think for most of the ladies that are choosing those men, I think is a thing of self-esteem. They don't really understand the value that they provide, they
No
bring.
self-esteem.
To
The
me,
men,
truly,
the
truly,
ladies that are choosing men that have money and ill treat them, or the ones that are choosing men that don't have money and ill treat them.
no, no, no. The women that are just picking men that
Ill treat
maltreat them in general, whether the man has money or not,
or
because there
not.
are even women that are getting maltreated by men without money.
Yeah.
In fact, there are many of them like that. So it doesn't matter whether he has money or not. A
Yeah.
lot of times, these women they just feel like maybe there is a past relationship where the boyfriend has told them, "Oh, you're not beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
you're like this." Oh, so they feel like the next one must work regardless of whatever happens.
Right. So I can prove that one wrong.
So I can prove that one wrong,
So I can
or
get
they start feeling less of themselves. Oh my God, he loves me. He said he loves me. Oh my God. you know? So that's how they feel. Like,
this.
I
Terrible.
mean, I was chatting with one of my friends, like, she was giving me some down, some little bit background about her relationship lifestyle. And then she was telling me that the person she's with currently, the person is nicer compared to the other ones, because the other ones were abusing her, whether emotionally or physically, and all of that. And then she was saying that she don't even know why she deserves this kind of guy. I'm like, why would you say that?
Hmm.
right? And I just realized that the damage that has been done in the past is so deep that she internalized all the comments that these guys that have hurt her. She made it now becomes like she believes in it, it becomes her identity, right? So when a new person that is actually nicer, that is actually supposed to be normal, just normal relationship, how a relationship is supposed to be.
Hmm.
Now she feels like it's like wow, you know, because she's not actually gone through a series of good relationship. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, people like that, if they end up with somebody that will become a nasty person as a
Mhm.
husband or relationship wise, it's difficult for them to come out of it because they've built this identity around themselves that, oh, it's just a matter of privilege that they're with a guy,
Right.
and sometimes they don't want to just be alone. They just want, it's like a priority that they must be in a relationship by all means necessary,
Yeah.
and that is very dangerous. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
the society even tends to indirectly look down on women that are not married more than men that are not married,
Yeah.
right? So most men, they only say, "Oh, yeah, you're getting old. You don't have kid. Why?" Right?
Yeah.
But for the women, it's worse. Like they're like, "Oh my God, you're getting old." Men will not approach you anymore, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
so, so, so you need to step up your game and all of this stuff. So it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I would say for women that are not yet married, I think it's very, very much important to try to pay attention to whoever you're going to get married to. Pay attention to micro actions, because when the guy is trying to marry you, he's going to be the nicest person. As they say in the circular world, that's they say that it is the job of the man to get the woman, but
Mhm.
it's the job of the woman to keep the relationship going.
Keep the home. Keep the home.
So no, not the home even, like to keep the relationship.
So the guy goes to the man. I mean, the guy goes to the woman to propose. Now it's the lady's job to keep the relationship going, so the man doesn't jump to the next woman.
Yeah,
That's what.
not even in marriage, even regular relationship. Just for the guy to get you to say yes to him for the relationship, right?
Yes.
So is he will do everything. He will promise you heaven and earth
So you
just
can
for
be
you
in a
to say
relationship too.
just for you to say yes. Once you've said yes,
Yeah.
I mean, he starts becoming relaxed, right? So, and then a lot of times is a woman that, because she's already in, right? She's invested. At first, she's not invested, obviously. So she's like, whatever, you have to do all the effort to get me. And now, once he got her,
Hmm.
right, she's already invested. He's like, oh, yeah, I caught the fish. So,
Yeah.
so a lot of times, a lot of men, they tend to forget that it is not a one-time thing. It's something that you need to keep it going. So that's why
So if
you
you
need
come,
to actually you need to actually notice if this guy has the tendency of switching or becoming bipolar all of a sudden, right? Of bringing one person alone, just having James, John, Jude, Judas in that one person alone, you
Yeah.
know. So, and the only way, not the only way, obviously, you pray to God for discernment,
Yeah.
but sometimes also you have to also put in the effort. For me personally, when it comes to women, I know how to test women's um, psychological mind frame, right? So I do things that will show me some things about you, and it shocks a lot of times. It shocks a lot of my female friends that I describe them to themselves, and they're like, "What do you mean by that?"
Mhm.
Right? Because I try my possible best to know what is in there, and it's a skill that you need to develop over time. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't care. They just feel like, for the men, is she beautiful? Yes. Can she cook? Yes. Can she clean the house for me? Yes. I'm just telling you what men generally think, although they will not admit it online, but that's what they generally think. And then the woman is like, oh, is he going to take care of me? Is he going to take me to Dubai? Is he going to take me to the moon, the stars? Is he going to buy me flowers? Is he going to make me look better than all my friends? Is going to buy me a new car, you know, the latest Gucci bag, all these things. Am I going to have the biggest wedding? Like those are the things that
That- That's very ephemeral.
But that's what many ladies think about.
let us say the truth.
It's the dream of the married day. Oh my god.
Is he going to get me like a 12-carat ring? Things that does not even add real value to a marriage. That's all they worry about, you
Mm.
know. So, but the core thing, they tend to neglect it. How is this guy treating other people? How does he talk to people? Um, if he's upset, what does he do?
Mm.
If he's super frustrated, what does he do?
Mm. Mm.
If he's wrong, what does he do? They
Right.
don't care about those things. And even when, unfortunately, sometimes these guys they actually present themselves, but they don't believe it. They're like, no, 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 it can't be. Even if it's like this, I can change him. I am
That's
so
the
special.
hand. Now you have hit
So
something.
special.
Women always think they are serious. They can
I'm
transform.
so special. I can change this guy. I have these special powers within me. Oh, my Jagba. so, so, I mean, it's very important that people, to me, I believe that gender roles are not bad. It's just knowing how you fit into the picture that's important, right? If you know that I'm going to marry to, I'm going to be married to a guy that is going to take care of me a certain way, or you feel like you don't like to do all the chores by yourself, don't go and marry a guy that thinks that you have to do the chores. Leave those guys to some certain ladies.
Yeah, but the problem is that sometimes they are going to tell you that we're going to do it together. They will tell you that don't worry, we're going to do everything together.
That's right.
Are going to don't worry, we're
I'll
going to take
help
care of the
you. We
children
sleep together.
together.
It's my
We
home. It's
cook
your home.
together. I don't have problem
Can
cooking.
I
No.
can I just
I
give
don't
you
have
After
can I
problem
marriage, you
just
start
cooking.
saying that
can
they
I
are the
give
man
the
of the house.
single can I give the single woman a tip?
Yes, give them a tip.
Hmm?
Please.
Number one thing you have to understand, men. Men are salespeople. If you know how salespeople are, when they come to you to sell you something, they will listen to you. They will listen to what are your pains. They will listen to what are your desires, right?
And then they will sell you the same
And then
thing.
they will
They will tell
match
you what you want to
their
do.
script to
They
your
will adjust
desire.
it. It's
So
true.
that's why you don't tell them exactly
That's
what
what
you
you for
want.
in the man.
Or you paint scenarios and hear what they're going to say.
Eh?
For example, you'll be like, oh, you know what? I saw this fantastic movie where this lady, she married this guy, and then a lot of her family members they were like coming to the house and they were having this big party. Wow, what do you think about that? And you just observe his facial expression. He will tell you what he thinks about that, right?
Mm.
But if you tell him, me in my family, you have to do a certain way like this, you have failed.
We adapt.
He will tell
We
you,
adapt so that
oh,
we can.
don't worry, my sister, I
I will
got
do
you.
it. I can do it. Yes.
I can do it. Especially when you are creme de la creme in his eyes. He
So
will
when
do
a
it.
man asks you
He
what
will
kind of
do it.
man, what's your
Once he
expectation?
marry you, you say, you're my wife now. What?
And that's where the problem now sets in because and that's what's happening today.
Hmm.
The mentality that I've married her. What can you do? Because I remember I know of a guy
Hmm.
that he told his wife after their marriage. He said, "These are Christians. Huh? They married in the church."
Mhm.
He told his wife after their marriage that because she felt disappointed, she was not very happy about what she discovered about him. So he told her that we're already married. What if I picked you on the road and I raped you
Ah,
and I've said I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's gone by. Just passed. We're married. We have to just make this thing work like that. It just you have to take me like that. You have to
hmm.
make it work. We are married. We are married, and we just have to. And then to him, he felt that I've gotten her. What can she do? You know, and every little thing you like threaten her with, oh, you're the one that's going to lose, you're the one that's going to be ashamed, you're the one that is going to be disgraced.
But he's saying the truth. You know why? That's why, to me, it's very important for women to actually get it right before they enter, because they are the ones that will lose the most. Right? A man doesn't mind to go find himself another woman easily. But before a woman will get to that point where she will go and find another man, it will take a lot of processing, a lot of processing, a lot of processing. So that process alone is very painful for the woman. So that's why, for me, it's very, very much important for you to make sure you vet the guy before you get married to him, because you are the one losing the most. Because you can't handle the fact that, how can he say all these things to me? He loves me, and then all of a sudden he's acting like another human being, right? So, ladies, please and please make sure you vet correctly. Even men too experience similar things. Like, there are women that they will promise heaven on earth too, and then you get married, and then they tell you, after all, I'm married. For example, I give an example. Like, for me now, it's very important for a woman to be fit, right? And then if this woman is fit, and then tomorrow she changes, I'll be disappointed. I'll be disappointed, right?
You stop loving her.
Do I? I said I will be disappointed. It's not
Okay,
that.
when she has
Then,
babies, going to
even
love.
if you are disappointed, let me tell you the truth is that you see, that's where your unrealistic expectation comes
How?
in. Like,
How
you
is
need
that
to
real?
deal with it. Now, number one, there are some things that you think that they are, they are, they are easy. For example, a lady that you get married to, all her life she has always been slim,
Yeah.
always been very slender.
Yeah.
You get after your marriage to the person,
Mhm.
and she has children, and she's pregnant,
Yes,
and she has
pregnant.
children,
And has a
she
baby.
can never be the same again. I've looked at all my friends.
I agree with you, but
Now
what
listen,
I'm talking about is, it's not somewhere that is slim. I am looking for somewhere that has a lifestyle of healthy fitness. Is a lifestyle. When it becomes a lifestyle, whether you are you have 3 kids, you have 4 kids, it's part of your life. It becomes weird if you're not active.
You're going to the gym, taking walks, running.
Yes,
That's what you call
this
fit.
is this is something that people that take fitness as a lifestyle understand. If you are not into that lifestyle, you don't understand it.
Okay.
You
then
will feel like,
invariably for you to be one of your if that's what you think that is best, then one of your criteria is look for somebody that is interested um
Gymming.
in gymming,
fitness.
someone
It
that
doesn't
you
have to be gym. It can be running. It can be
yes,
cycling.
yes,
But it is a lifestyle.
it's
You have to have
every
a
not
lifestyle of fitness. That's
It
what.
is a lifestyle. It's a priority for you.
Okay. The ladies are listening.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Are you
Sorry,
on video? No?
I've already turned off the light.
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I want to say something briefly.
Yeah.
The question is, what
Sorry, what's
if
the name?
I'm Bonnie?
Bunny, okay.
Yeah, what if you have a high expectation and you got married to Miss B, and
Mhm.
along the line, Miss B couldn't live up to the expectation, and you started seeing something differently?
Mhm.
Because I heard the brother say he will be disappointed. So
Yes.
in that manner, will you kick that lady away?
No, I will be disappointed. It doesn't mean that I will, I will keep the lady away.
So what happened? Are you going to
Because
be disappointed every
because
day?
because in marriage, your expectation most times will fail.
True.
And when it fails, marriage is not a bed of roses.
Correct.
It's not a place where you come, you felt, I want to take a rest. Let me relax very well. It's a bigger assignment to the both parties.
Yeah.
So, and definitely there are some certain saying or some kind of promises you guys have promised yourself when during the time of courtship,
Yeah.
when you're going to leave it in the time of marriage, and you are not seeing such things. Of course, we are human beings, will be disappointed a little bit. But what will be your effort as you proceed in the journey of marriage?
Yeah. So you see, that's why I was saying that it goes both ways, right? A woman can have somebody that promised her heaven and earth, and then at the end of the day, they are married, and then it's like not continue. It didn't continue with the promises he made earlier, right? And it can go the other way for the guy too. That's why I gave the example. Like for me, fitness is very, very important. Like I don't appreciate
But
somebody
the
that's
truth is that in your own case, for example, if I was a single woman and I talk with you and I hear you out, for example, and you say that for me, fitness as a lifestyle is important. I will never tell you that I'm fit. I will never tell you that, you see, don't worry, I'm going to become like you. No, because when I was a single woman, I've never gone into any gym anyway. Okay.
okay,
And
but
as a
that's
single,
you now.
wait, let me finish. As a single woman, I was slender, and then this thing they're talking about it being your lifestyle. It's sometimes experience. They say experience is the greatest teacher. Today, 10 or 15 years ago, if someone tells me that I will ever enter into a place where they do gym or you're doing gym, you're doing whatever, and I will do it, I will not believe. Okay? But I'm beginning to do, I'm beginning to do some gymnastics, I'm beginning to do some sports because I'm realizing that I was slender,
benefits.
but now I'm no more slender again. And I'm seeing all that I'm reading online, and they're saying your metabolism will start to slow down as you get older and the rest. So I'm thinking about my health, not
Yeah.
necessarily because I want to, because
Please,
of your regard, the
right.
look, the man
Look at me.
look on me, but it is my well-being. I'm also looking at some of my friends that I'm looking at that I get it that are even older than me, and I'm seeing that they're going into, some of my friends are more than 100 and something kilo.
Now you see that's why it's important for it to be a lifestyle.
No, you're doing it now. Look,
Now,
you're doing that
listen.
for yourself, and at the same time, no, you see, sometimes men think that when they come into the marriage, they are more particular about how the woman looks, okay, and how she should lose weight or keep a kind of body image. But most women don't. Most of our men, we marry them and they start having big tummies, pot bellies. When you
Well,
only see women try to make it look like, oh, you're putting on weight, you need to lose this weight and everything. We'll even rub the tummy for you.
You see,
because
those women that are in those lifestyle kind of, this lifestyle of gymming or whatever, they don't, like if you look at it, for those of us that are on these parts of the world, you see the Caucasians, the women also, they keep fit. They are always, they
the Latinos.
also they keep fit, and the men, but you don't see them. There's no, what we have already discussed on the group, this body shaming, and as a woman, there are priorities. When you marry a single woman, she has a priority. When she becomes married and she becomes a wife, and she's now mothering, nursing a newborn,
She doesn't think
her
about
newborn is her priority.
Yeah.
You that is you that is the husband, that is a man, you don't see, you cannot comprehend how much of a priority it is. You know, for somebody that has never, for a woman that has never even had a child, and this a first experience for her. Everything is new to her.
I
Even the
agree.
wait,
I agree.
wait, even the changes. So even your comments, for example, she'll begin to even notice your comments. So the first thing is that this issue that you're talking about, having sports as your life, as a lifestyle, you must make sure that the person that you marry must be a girl that she does not start to go to sports because she met you and she's interested in you.
Correct.
Exactly. She has to be a sports girl from the onset.
That is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Now you get what I'm saying. So when it is a lifestyle, it is not now because, but the truth of the matter is there are some women that they will hear you say it and then they start doing it just because they want to get into the marriage because they feel like it is important for you. But what I'm talking about is people that take fitness as a priority because it's important for their health long run.
Okay.
On the long run, because whether you like it or not, if you are not fit one way or the other, you will suffer from something.
Okay. So that's your
Right.
priority. That's one of your priorities.
It is one of my priorities. So for me, it will be a
Well,
disappointment.
sorry, I will object that a little bit.
Okay.
Because if you look, I am someone that's I've been in the village setting for some time, and I saw some people, and they don't participate in any of the sporting activities or any of it. Most of the things some people frown at, you see them doing it, but they keep living, and they live up to some certain age that people admire in this present dispensation.
Bro,
From what you have, from what you said,
can I interject here?
okay.
What you're referring to is you are referring to a minority select few. It's not a general thing that if you don't take care of your fitness, you're going to live long. That's
like
not.
like in our present dispensation, there are so many factors that led to unfit situations of some persons,
Yes.
and it's as a result of what we take in. You can't compare what we take in this Western world to where some of us are coming from. Some of those things are adulterated, they are chemically preserved, which are not very, very good for our health.
That's true.
And there's no way or the other that you will not once, in one way or the other, take those things. You understand? So, what can help or salvage such situation is when you engage in some fitness, but in some kind of environment that some persons found themselves, you discover that they don't engage in some fitness activities or some certain things, but you see them, they live just a normal regular life.
Correct.
Eat, relax, higher they go to farm, but you see them living longer.
Mm-hmm.
So of course our diet matters a lot. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
To come back to that first questions that I somehow asked, you see, most times when you get married, you don't even like my kind of person. I don't have a particular kind of physique I'm expecting from my wife as soon as we started getting older. You understand? I believe she knows what is good and I can be of help to her that can put her to a better shape as well. But most importantly, if we have a particular mindset that you must be like this, most times you see the wife trying to please you, you see that she'll be feeling somehow as if you are body shaming her. You understand?
Yeah.
Some of those things has caused a lot of problems in marriages. I've seen a whole lot. The wife, even when the husband is not even doing anything, the wife will be suspecting. I know you don't like me anymore. I know you don't like me anymore. So some of those things, they'll be feeling this inferiority complex, feeling fidgety. So no matter what, such a woman is still your wife, is still your property. The only thing you need to do is just to help her work on it a little bit and curtail some kind of eating habit which can give her a better shape. But for the tummy to be perfectly flattened, don't you know that the woman gives birth? The moment you have given birth to 1, 2, it cannot be normal anymore, or the way it used to be. So I expect we that are maybe God has given us some kind of physique, athletic physique. You shouldn't be expecting somebody to have such like you. You understand?
But can I say this?
Uh,
First of all, I'll just give you an example of what I want, right?
yeah, I know.
And
but in the course of that, you might be disappointed sometimes that you discover that the lady, the more you try to see her get flat tummy and look athletic, the more she keep adding. I have seen
that
a
is
friend of mine that we schooled together that was just like a pencil. But as I speak with you now, she's like times 10, times 4 of myself. You
my brother.
understand?
We can argue about this all day, but the truth is that there is root cause for everything. Whatever you put in, that's what you get, right?
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that
But
she just
at times
magically
there are
became
some
different. She changed.
women.
Let
Sorry.
me.
She
At times there are
changed.
some women they don't eat much. But
I
you see
agree.
them adding uncontrollably.
That is
You
not
understand?
true. If you scrutinize her diet properly, I'm talking in general terms. I'm not
Depends
talking.
on what she eats.
I'm not talking specifically for some select few. I'm saying generally, right? If you eat certain food, you're going to become certain way, right? We all know it. A lot
Now
of
you see
times.
your criteria or your
Mhm,
expectations, they are good.
mhm.
Okay. But what we're saying is that your criteria, you must have what your priorities, you must set your priorities right.
Mhm.
For example, let us imagine, you know that there are some people, they come into marriages, the person is complete. Something happens.
Right.
The person is no
Accident.
more complete. What will you
Accident.
do?
And
How
she
will
cannot go
you
to anymore.
how will you manage a woman that you marry?
Exactly. I like that.
How will you manage a woman that you married?
Yeah.
She had 2 legs.
Yeah.
An accident happened. She lost her leg. Will you still love her?
But now
That's what
this is a different scenario. You are painting a scenario where you have no control over. That is different.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is habitual decisions. Somebody decides to be eating ice cream at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, come on, man. I cannot accept that.
Okay. For instance, my brother, what if it didn't work as planned, or your expectation was somehow defeated? Are you just like what our sister said? Maybe something happened. So what will you do?
That is out of your control. You have to love that person. I am against habitual delinquency.
The truth
Mm,
is that as far as I'm concerned, you are single. You are single. It's very good for you to look out for your criteria.
Telling you.
yeah.
Try to tick your
You
criteria
are
as
allowed.
much as
Mm,
possible, but you
Exactly.
mhm.
will never get all your criteria.
Exactly.
You will
Exactly. Mm.
never ever
At
get
all.
a woman that will be
At all.
athletic, that will be this, that will be this, that will be this, that will be
Okay.
this. At a
Okay.
point in time, you will have to. It's either, for example,
Drop one thing for another.
imagine that you have to choose character
Over fitness.
over fitness. Which one will you choose?
That is what I wanted to say. We have
So
individual differences.
imagine you have to choose. Do you know that there are some women? You know how hurting it is to see. There are some women that flirt. You know that. You know there are some
Mm-hmm.
women that they are not satisfied with any man.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
are not satisfied with men. You see this thing that you just that thing that you just said that it's very easy for a man to locate another one. I know I have a friend. I don't know whether I'll call
Mm.
her. Yes, she's my friend. Let me call her my friend. She kept. Do you imagine that she kept her exes? She has contact of her exes.
That's
Which
right.
is very wrong.
She kept contact of her exes. So she's married. She now no more interact with them. But because the guy was doing his things, she now say, okay, now she came to meet me and she told me that, let me tell you, Deborah, you're talking about holy, whatever. I was holier than that. Just even call me 12 time. So holy. She say, the Bible says it's truth for truth. I'm going to now do truth for truth. So I was also a bad girl before I married. So now I'm going to go back to my lifestyle. As he's doing his own, I'm going to do my own.
And she's not a Christian now.
She's not a Christian. No, she's not a Christian.
She's not a Christian now.
Yeah.
So
She's not a Christian.
Why am I saying this? Okay, you married a Christian. She had this criteria. For me, your fitness criteria. It's just
like to me, in my mind, the equivalent of it is, for a guy, you want a guy that's financially stable.
Okay, so for you, it's as equal as that.
It's as equal as that.
It's as equal as
if you want me a certain way, I want you a certain way. What is wrong with that?
Well, that is what we call individual differences. Like, as for me, mine is different. You understand? If I don't look at the physique, the physique doesn't mean anything to me.
I agree with you. But the truth is, everybody have preferences. There are some guys, they want their women very short. There are some guys that are very tall. There are some guys that want a woman that right? Well, this thing that I'm telling you is, if you speak to a lot of people that go to the gym all the time,
then why is it that why will a woman you can be a Christian woman and change the criteria of accepting a guy that does not have money?
Yes, read the comment though. Brother, don't lie to yourself. Women love eating, especially ice cream.
That's a type of woman. It's not all women. There are women.
Another one. The type of woman you are looking for are movie actresses and
that is not true. I can show you. And this person is talking based on their circle of friends. Me, my circle, most of the women are fit. They go to the gym regularly.
They are Christians. They have good character.
They have a lifestyle of.
Apart from lifestyle, are they born again women? Love the Lord? Can you tick those other boxes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then, my brother, you should be able to pick. Have not.
What's going on? I've been saying it.
If you have a woman with all these criteria, that means it's a plus. That means you have made a very good choice.
He has not found her. If he has another friend like him, they are all looking for angels. They're looking for angels from heaven with wings.
Like what this my sister said.
2026 almost. The angel from heaven with wings has not arrived.
Like what this my sister said. She said, at times you may have the ones that have so and so. They will not have the other criteria. You know, at times they may not have everything complete. You understand? Okay. So if peradventure you have one that possess all these criteria, my brother, you are a blessed man.
Brother
Boniface,
can I say this? Brother Boniface, can I say this?
Yes, sir.
See, my criteria is very simple. A lot of men, they want a woman that, we'll clean the house, we cook, we do this, we do this.
Oh, you don't want your woman to clean?
My own is very simple. I have very specific things that I want.
Okay.
I will help her.
You don't have to cook.
I will help her and I'll do preparation, prep.
You too.
Assistant chef. You see, so I know. See, the truth of the matter is, I'm not deceiving myself. Nobody can have.
Listen, You have a criteria. Very. Let me tell you, 2026 is at the corner. Please, I want you to take your time. You have ladies that have this criteria thing of a slim.
Bring them to mama.
He might have marked one
all
now.
these things.
He might have marked one on ground already.
Please.
But the thing with marriage is you don't rush into it. You do it.
He has got another excuse.
This way you're ready. You don't rush into it.
We're going to force you to get married eventually.
Because it is a life contract. I'm not willing to
It's true. It's true, my brother. They don't talk one into it. It just go.
Or they don't talk one into it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially now, my kind are very few, right? I know if
There are few. Yes, that one is true.
Yeah.
There are
men on
very
the
few.
streets right now their eyes is red.
Yeah.
Their eyes,
Yeah.
do the wrong things. So
It's
I know
true.
for a fact that whoever I'm going to marry is going to have a good time. So I cannot rush into it. I have to take my time, and that's why I need you people to pray for me.
Please, will do. I will do. By God's grace, God will bless you with a virtuous one, a one that will care and take good care of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen.
You
know,
Lord, great.
also,
God is so pleased with the prosperity of His children. You know. Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know how long you've been married for.
Okay.
How long?
For some time now. It's been some couple of years now.
Yes. A couple of years.
And I and my wife, we are when you see us at times, like we are brothers and sisters, and you know, I just, she's part of me and I'm part of her.
There you go. You have become one, just like the Bible says.
Exactly.
This guy does not believe. Anyway,
what do you mean I don't believe?
When you say you have become one.
Don't worry, you will soon enter. You will learn.
No, its language will change.
Yes.
Language will change. The thing is that
I know that everybody's a salesman or saleswoman when they're about to get married. Everybody's selling a dream, right?
Yeah.
The man is selling a dream. But at least if you don't have a very high standard to your dream, you will go below the table. I don't want to go below the table.
Yeah, no. It's true. It's true.
That when we marry, at least the standard will come here. From here.
Yeah, of course, your standard is okay. Me, I admired it. It's okay. You understand? And God will always grant a desire of our heart at times, but it's just for you to maintain it well. You understand? What you are asking from God, you just pray for God to give you the grace to sustain it.
That's right.
And if that is intact, there's no problem.
So I also want to mention that
just enter marriage, God will do the rest. He knows what you want. He knows what you want, my brother.
All right. I think I'll be leaving you guys now.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
You're
welcome.
Thank you.
The fear of the unknown. There are various expectations we all come into. We come in with various expectations. But as you have said, if that's very key to you, one of the people that you should choose must be people from the gym. Very important. But be ready.
Not necessarily gym. Some people do their fitness.
No. She must be a gym girl. I'm telling you, she must be a gym girl.
No, there are people that go for morning runs. There are people that go for swimming. There are people that do dance classes. So it's at the end of the day, my thing is, you need to be fit. Fitness does not mean lifting weight, and no, that's not fitness.
You need time to be fit. A single woman, a woman that is single, like for example,
Oh my God,
if
this is the
yes,
classic excuse.
Let's not go back.
Please,
Let's not go back there.
please.
okay,
Let's bring
Okay.
this to a close. You can't
to a
convince
close.
You will get
You can't convince me otherwise.
The conclusion is there. Just enter marriage. God will do the rest. He knows what you want. That closes it. The Lord knows what you want. The Lord
So-
knows what you want.
So, in summary, at the end of the day, don't be of this, I would say, strange mindset where you are looking at a husband as your ATM machine and you're willing to sacrifice everything and sell your soul and sell your peace just because this person is going to provide you
Mhm.
money. And at the end of the day, also, I think it's very important to know what you want, know your value, right? Know what you're bringing to the table because unfortunately, a lot of people don't know their value. They don't know what they're bringing to the table. And that's why they tend to accept anything and everything,
Yeah.
right? As a woman, understand what a man is looking for and know your different value and how you can influence and make that man's life much more better. And the way a preacher used to always say it, I love that. It says that you're not getting into marriage to come and enjoy. You're getting into marriage to help your partner to go to heaven. Not It's not a amusement park, right? So if you have the mindset of, okay, I'm here to help this person get to heaven, that means you love that person, right?
Mhm.
Vice versa. The man, your job is not to subdue a woman or to make a woman your servant, right? Because God never said that. The blueprint was Adam was supposed to have a helpmeet, and the helpmeet was to fulfill the purpose of God, right? And the purpose of God was simply at that time to tend to the garden. And as of now, our main goal is to get to heaven. So um, you need to help your wife to get to heaven. If you are the cause of your wife getting bitterness and grudges, that is a problem, you know. So that's my closing remarks. And
For me, if presently as a lady, whether you're from a Christian background, wherever you're from, if you are in a relationship that is toxic, that is not building you, a relationship where when you get off discussion with the person, you start crying, you are not happy, you don't have peace, you don't have joy, you are not sure that this is the will of God for you, please, no matter your age, get out, go out of that relationship, break the relationship,
Right.
wait for the right person, no matter how old you are. If they like, they can say you're going getting to menopause, you are this, you are that. Don't worry. People are having children. A lot of things happening in medicine today. There are alternatives to all of this. So don't let anybody cajole you into a marriage that is not for you. Don't let anybody cajole you. And then another thing is that if you are married already, but you are in this kind of relationship that is toxic, whether he's paying the bills or he's not paying the bills, and it's not helping you, you're living in bitterness, you're living in anger, you're living in all forms of things you can imagine, and you know that you are always fighting, okay?
Yeah.
You are fighting. People see you in church, you come to church, sing in choir, you do all those things, but you fight. You have traces of marks of wounds on your body that you cannot show anybody, okay? That even maybe you have even talked to maybe your family members, friends. Some people have even discovered, there's one mark on your body, and then you close your neck because of that. you have all those type of things. Instead of remaining in a relationship where you cannot talk to God, in a relationship where you are bittered, you are angered, you lose your self-esteem, you lose the ability to be what you really want to be. No matter the opinions of anybody, even those on pulpits, you leave that place and you fight for your soul. There's no marriage in heaven. No marriage in heaven. You leave that relationship and you fight for your soul, because you will all give account to God individually. And if you die in a relationship where you're being hit, we're not very sure. There is no certainty that you die in a relationship where you're being hit, that you will go to heaven. There's no certainty, because it's going to be so difficult to be able to say that when you are hit, you don't think of retaliation, you don't think of you're not bittered, you're not angered, you don't start to think about various things. Even when you come out of the relationship, you have to work. A lot of psychological work will have to take place. The healing balm of God must have to come into your life to heal you.
Right.
To heal your body, your physical body that has been battered by someone that you got married to, and to heal your mental body, and to even rebuild your relationship with God. Because sometimes you begin to, especially if you are from a Christian background, you begin to accuse God or think that maybe God led you astray, or you come in a relationship of war with God. But the thing is that in everything, when as Christians, we make mistakes and we make this type of accidents in marriages, God is aware. Sometimes God wants us. Because if you are in a relationship, you are in courtship and you're crying, it's a sign that God is telling you, this thing is not for me. It's not from me, because if it is from Him, you cannot be crying when He says that two shall become one. You will chase 10,000. Even as you even come into a courtship, even in the courtship, when you start to pray together, you should begin to see victories that you are getting.
Yeah.
If you cannot even see victories that you are getting, can't see the future that you're going to build with this person, you just regret, I'm going to just manage this person. I'll just try to manage. You're not the Savior. You're not the Lord. So leave Him and let the Savior take care of him if he wants to. And then you cannot lose your soul. If you are in a marriage relationship, you cannot stick in that marriage relationship, that troublesome, chaotic marriage relationship, and lose your soul. So it's better you come out. If you come out from it with the person, for example, you decide that, for me, I don't believe in divorce. You come out and you go for a separation, a legal separation. If the person decides that he or she wants to go for a divorce, to legalize the separation, and wants to do anything he or she wants to do, maybe goes to remarry or whatever, that is left to the person. That's the person's choice. He will give account to God for it. But you must think about your own soul. And then if you have had children in the relationship, you must think about the children that you have brought into that relationship. And you must make sure that you, that is that Christian, that stepped out of that marital relationship that is chaotic, and so that you don't die in there, and you cannot live 10 years of your life, 20 years of your life in a married relationship where you're not ready for heaven. Every day of your life, you're not ready. You're not really ready for heaven. You don't even have time to pray. He struggles every day with this person. So you come out of the relationship. No matter whatever anybody wants to say, no matter how they're going to shame you, no matter what they're going to say, come out of the relationship. If you make whatever that other person does, that's the choice of that person. Leave that person to God. The person will give account to God. That's the choice of that person. You deal with what is your own responsibility. If you have children, they're your responsibility. Take care of them. Lead them to the cross. Let them know that what the other person is doing is not the right thing. That's not what is stipulated in the Bible. No matter how that person wants to twist it to make the children think that it is like that. No, you now have to remain on your steadfastness to be able to say, okay, this is the right thing, and model it to them. You model the Christian life to your children. That your children will see in you that no matter, because children, they look at us, they emulate us. They know when you are truthful, when you are not truthful, when you are deceptive with them, when you are not. They know. They can read through us. Sometimes we think they don't know. They know. Even those children that cannot talk, they sense it. They feel it. The children, even in our homes, they even feel the distress of a mother. They feel the pains of a mother. They feel the heartaches of a mother. And if you sometimes those children, they can become numb in the womb of the woman waiting. And they don't make too much of noise. They don't kick too much because they sense all the things. I'm sure that there are some chemical release that the woman releases into giving to that child that makes that child to know that there is problem here. I have to be at peace. Keep quiet a little more so that mommy can be better. So the summary is that you can build yourself. You can pay your bills. You can take care of your children. You can be whatever you want to be. Your destiny or the desire of God for your life is not ended because you have made a mistake in your marriage, or you have had an accident in your marriage, or you have had that wrong relationship. There is still a way for you. I read about somebody that wrote something. I say that I shared it with us. We may talk about it next time. Catherine Kuhlman was a woman that was filled with the Holy Spirit, but she went into a wrong marital relationship.
Yes.
So don't think that God, your case is, it's no. If a woman like Catherine Kuhlman can make that kind of mistake, invariably, even however you love the Lord, however you are so committed, you are so holy, or what have you, at some point we allow the arms of our flesh to control us, to make us take decisions that are against the will of God. And then after we have taken that decision, we now regret. But we must live with the consequence of the decision you have taken that was against the will of God. There will be some scars, okay, that decision you have taken will bring in your life. But the Bible says that he came to heal the brokenhearted, and he heals the brokenhearted. He is the healer. And let us not limit the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus is efficacious. It can heal, it can transform, and it can make us whole again. So allow the blood of Jesus to work in your life, to transform you. Hand over your life to him and let him take control of your life. And don't allow the children that he has given to you, if you're there, you're maybe in this situation, and maybe you have children, and maybe I've not even talked about it to anybody, pastors or what have you, or pastors, they are even aware. Don't allow that situation to make you lose your children. Fight for your children. Fight for them. Fight for them. Fight for their souls too. Lead them to the cross. Lead them to the cross. Show them the way of the cross. Just like the case of Timothy. Timothy had a Greek father, but he had his grandmother that was a believer and his mother. And Timothy was a pastor. He became a pastor. If he didn't have that mother that was there for him to nurture him, to build him, to make him what he is, and then to have this spiritual father that he got in Paul the Apostle, he may not have been the pastor that he became. But let us be able to play our roles. And I pray that God will help us. You are single, don't settle for less. Jesus has the best for everyone. Let us not jump into marriages out of fear. Don't marry out of fear. Don't allow anybody to pressure you. Don't marry out of fear. Fear of menopause. I'm writing about it. I don't care that you are into menopause. That is miracle. Don't jump into a marriage that, oh no, he came to propose to me. If not, he has. Don't listen to them. There are people that they get married at 20 years. They don't have children, even up to 30, 40 years. They stay 20 years in their marriages. They didn't get any child. So don't listen to anybody. Allow God to lead you. Allow God to lead you into the marriage. When you meet the person that God that is the right person for you, your spirit will align to that person. You will know that this is the person. You will know that I can do life with this person. And then you will know that every challenge that will come your way in your marriage, it's not going to be a challenge that that other person is the one creating for you. It's something that happens from the outside that you now together have to deal with. Then you can work together to because you are of one mind. You are together. You are of one mind. You can go places together. You can overcome. You can conquer terrains together. This thing that Bible says that two will chase 10,000. It can become a reality in your life. It can become a reality in your life, and you must determine that let it become your reality. Let us take the Bible as its face value. Sometimes you have to take the Bible as its face value, and we have to see my own marriage, and then with all that we're seeing on the social media and everything that we're reading, if you're not even very careful as a young lady, you would lose hope, and you would think that it's not possible for you to get the right person. No, they are children of God everywhere. Even as a young man, they are children of God. They are ladies that fear the Lord. You must look for a lady that fears God. Not just in church. She fears God. If you marry a lady that fears God, no matter what, she'll stick with you and you walk together, you build your life together, you will train up children that fear the Lord, and then you'll be able to say, oh yes, we remain together until death do us part. We are of one mind. We walk together. And then God will help you. Your marriage will be heaven on earth. Your marriage will be heaven on earth. You'll be able to counsel other people. People can look at your marriage. You don't need to pretend that things are working when things are not working. Things will work. When people look at you, they will know that this marriage is working. When a marriage is not working, when people look, they know also that it's not working. No matter how you try to cover up, they will see it. They will see the cracks in your marital wall. And that's the reason why you must make sure that you make your marriage. But it's only with the help of God. That's why the Bible says, let Jesus be the center of your home. Let him be the head. If we allow him to be the head of our home, and that is the center of our home, we allow him to speak to us, to lead us, to tell us what to do, what not to do. Before you want to do something, you consult with him. Husband and wife consult with him. Husband consult with God. Wife consult with God. God does not speak different languages. When he speaks to the wife, he will speak to the husband too. If you are really children of God, whatever he has spoken to the husband, if for example he has said something to the husband and he's trying to lead her in that direction and she's not wrapping it, he can always tell God, reveal the same thing to my wife. Because you are together, you are one, you are seeking for, you have the same objective. You would also be open to say, okay, I want to hear from God on this matter too. And then you will go to God, and God will tell you, if he will tell you what to do. Just like in the case of Abraham. Abraham had already talked to God. He had done what he had done, and it was Sarah that told him to do what he did. And the Lord, it was the mind of God that Sarah was talking about when Sarah said that you should send this woman away. And when Abraham went back to consult with God, God told him that you have to listen to what she said. It's true. She's correct. The person that is going to be the heir, the one that I gave this promise, is not this other one. It's the one that will come from Sarah. That's the child of promise. I pray that God will help us, that we will not miss it. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much. You said a lot. Well, I'll just say one word. Just know your worth. Okay? Before you get into marriage, know your worth and know that you are special in the sight of God. And the fact that at this moment, maybe you think that you need a man that will, that will elevate your financial situation, there is nothing that God cannot do. And there is no life that God cannot turn around. If you are willing to learn, there's a lot of things that you can learn nowadays on social media. If you're a lady and you need to, build on yourself, you need financial help or anything, there's a lot of things that you can learn online. There's a lot of businesses that you can do online so that you're able to sustain yourself until the right person comes, so that you're not pressured to marry because you want to better your lot, so you want to better your life. So you will not be in this situation of he pays the bills, he owns me. Nobody owns you. God owns you.
Yes.
Okay. There's this song that says, in him I live, I move, and I have my being. Everything that you are starts with God and finishes with God. No human being owns you. So when you have that in your mind, you will go into marriage with that mindset, and you will not allow anyone to relegate you to the place of being a property owned by someone. Okay? So if there's anything that you need, pray about it, be willing to learn, ask questions. That's why we have this platform. Ask questions, and if we'll be happy to connect you with someone who is willing to help you, guide you, guide you through maybe learning the handwork or completing your education. Or if you're looking for a job, helping you on how to craft your resume or your CV and a motivational letter to make you market ready, ready to go into the labor market. And the fact that you apply for a job and they've not accepted you doesn't mean that you will not eventually find a job. Don't give up. The problem is that many ladies will give up and we start thinking that, the next thing I need now is just a man. No, that's not the next thing. If a man comes, glory be to God. And as long as that man is willing to respect you, to love you, and to care for you, say to love, to care, and to protect. If a man is not doing those things from you, he's not protecting you, but you need to be protected from him, then you're not in the right relationship. You need to make sure that you're in that kind of relationship where you can sleep at night. You know that, okay, this man, he loves me, whether I have anything or not. And this man is ready to push me to my full potential. He's ready to help me to better myself, even after marriage. Okay? The man should it should be an environment, an atmosphere where you can grow, where you are willing to advance in your life, in your career, in anything. The man is willing to support you. The man is willing to give you room to grow, so that when you get married, you're not stagnant. So marriage is a place where both of you need to be growing. The man is growing, the woman is growing. So that there shouldn't be any form of violence whatsoever. Any DV, any he hits you, he hurts you, all those things should not exist. If somebody loves you, someone that loves you does not hurt you. So if you're in a relationship where they are not hurting you physically, but they are verbally abusing you, or they are mentally destroying you, don't stay there. You need to have a real conversation with that person and set your boundaries. Tell the person, I'm not going to take this kind of thing from you. If it's because of what you think you have as a job, or because of the fact that you think that you have this, you are here and I'm here, then leave it for me. Let me also come up myself. I can also come up. Don't worry, you're not the last and final end of men. There are still men. Sometimes we think that If I don't marry this man, who is going to come and marry me again? That's why many people deceive themselves. If you don't marry this man, God will always make a provision. God will provide. Agar said she was praying to the God who sees her. God sees your situation. God knows your condition. God knows what you're going through. And if this relationship is not working because of all these violences, he yells at you, he shouts at you, he scares you, and all that, it's the time for you to get out of there. Just run for your dear life so that you can be happy in marriage. You want to be happy. Marriage, if you're not happy there, forget it. You will shrink. You become a shadow of yourself. Make sure that you marry someone who loves you with their lips and with their actions. Okay? If someone says they love you with their mouth and they use their hand to hurt you, then they don't love you. If someone loves you, let them love you with what they say and what they do. Show me that you love me by not entreating me, by not maltreating me, by not speaking ill to me, by not pulling me down and making me feel smaller than I am. We are all human beings at the end of the day, all created in the image of God, and we came to this world naked, and we'll go back from this world naked. Naked. Everything that we have is just grace, and chance and mercy happens to us all. What you have, another person can have it. You came to this world naked like every other person. But there's nothing special about you because you happen to have that business that is prospering or you have that job that is prospering. Doesn't make you a superhuman. You're just human beings after all at the end of the day. So know your worth, ladies, or whoever you are in any relationship where you find yourself, whether you're a male that is, here we're talking of a lady, he pays my bills, he owns me. Nobody owns you, God owns you. And know your worth so that it's the way you present yourself to people that people will take you. If you come to someone and you say, I'm this small, like this, I don't matter, then you won't matter to him. But if you come and you value yourself, people will always treat you the way you allow them to treat you, the way you treat yourself, where you place yourself is how people will treat you. So that's all that I have for you all. Thank you so much for coming on this live. So David, thank you all. Thank you for all who that stayed till the end. This is one of the longest live we've had.
Yeah. So thank you. We have different people that connected. Masika was very active, so thank you for coming.
Bye.
Mr. Boniface also was a pleasure to hear another male perspective.
Yeah.
Married man, is trying to let me know that some things I don't know about. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. So also I want to say thank you to a lot. There are so many people that are just waking up from different places of the world,
Yeah.
and they're joining in. We just want to say thank you for coming on, and we appreciate you. I think Marvelous also was part of it. Vivian Pimona Joshua, thank you so much. Marvelous, thank you for joining. And we would like to hear from you guys if you have questions or you have a topic that maybe we've been talking about or you're not sure about, um, or you have a question which you think you can ask in church. This is a platform where we allow quick conversation, raw conversation. You see how we talked about this topic and different angles to it. So that's what this platform is about. We want to talk about things that are real, not sugar-coated things. We're not going to sugarcoat things here. We say it how it is, how it's happening, and also we make sure that everything is in line with the scriptures, right? So at the same time, even though we are believers, we are living in a world full of unbelievers, right? So you have to know both ways, how to deal with different kind of human beings. There are sheeps in wolf clothing in church, and that's why we say all these things as it is, so that when you see a wolf in church, you will identify them easily by their fruits. You know, even though they might quote beautiful scriptures, they might be looking very spiritual. Um, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've seen people that you will never believe that this person will do some certain things, but they've done it. So that's the idea of this whole group. We want to make sure that we share what we know. We don't know everything, but at the same time, um, we try our best to help a lot of we have a lot of young people in this group that life has not happened to them yet, and we are hoping that
Doesn't
we,
happen to them.
we hope life happens, right? So sometimes we might come across as harsh. Um, for example, today we said a lot of things that some people might cringe, but the truth is the truth, right? So not every advice we say here applies to you. Use your brain and ask God to direct you and the Holy Spirit to direct your path, right? Not everything we say here works for everybody. Choose what works for you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's better to get advice, get different perspective from different people,
Yeah.
and make the right decision towards your marriage because a lot of times if you marry the right person, life becomes a little bit more easier compared to somebody that you you married somebody that you didn't expect is going to be that way, right? And I want to also buttress the fact that my single people, just like me, don't be afraid to stay single. You don't need to marry any trash that you see on the road or in church. Make sure you protect your singlehood. It's very valuable because your peace of mind, you can think about things. Nobody's coming to be giving you side eyes. Yo, are you done with that conversation? you know, so peace of mind, we are enjoying it. No, as much as some people like to comment with their married life, we don't care. So, 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 guys, be like me, okay? I'm fighting for you. I'm representing the singlehood, okay? But I'm joking. I'm joking. We should get married if we can. Not everybody can be like Paul, right? But some of us can be like Paul. So regardless, choose your battles. And 2026 is coming, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you plan for 2026. Marriage is not the whole purpose of your life. You have other important things that God has put in your hands, right? And you should make sure that you should try as much as possible that everything you do should be pointing you to Christ and to heaven because trust me. Let me just give a final story before we close out. The other day, we were stuck in snow. Oh my God. And I was helping a friend, family friend, our neighbor. Their car was stuck in snow. So I was helping them to get out of the snow. And we were there like digging and digging snow, like as if it's sand and everything. It was tough. My God. So we spent about 1 hour. And then after we were done with that, I just went into the house. My fingers was burning. And I was like, what is this? It felt like hell. And then for me, I just felt like God was speaking to me through that experience. Like, imagine you're crying about this simple thing. And then the verse of the Bible that talks about um, he will send the wicked one to where there is gnashing of teeth. I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, this is real. If I can feel this pain, trust me, I was screaming my lungs out like, this thing is painful. But that was just a tiny bit. Like imagine what will happen in hell. So so marriage is not as important as that. If a marriage is going to lead you to hell, you better throw it away. Right? Protect your soul is more important than a marriage. Um, if the whole world is saying that you have to get married, and you know for a fact that this person you're going to get married to is going to lead you to hell, it's better you just protect your race. And it's personal. The race to heaven is personal. No one is going to help you. When I was feeling that pain, nobody came to help me. Like, can I share your pain? Your mama is not going to share your pain. Your papa is not going to share your pain. your, your wife, your husband is not going to share your pain. You're going, you're going to feel it all by yourself. So if you think that that marriage that is so important to you, um, that's all that matters, my brother, my sister, think again. Think again. So that's all I want to say. And I hope if you don't see us again before the new year starts, it's a happy new year from DLBC Singles to you and your family. All right. Stay
Yeah.
straight, stay winning, and we're going to see you in 2026. We're going to come stronger. More married people. If you got married in this group and you're not telling us about it, we are going to come for you. We will send VDM to your house if you're in Nigeria. Wherever you are, we are going to send people to come and anyway, I'm joking. But we'd like to hear from you guys. You can see the email in the video here. You can email us or you can send us a message. We want to hear from you so that you can encourage other people, encourage me that is not married and stuff like that. So yeah, adios. Good night from us and
Thank you. Good
bye
night.
bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.